and a realtor in Topeka.
Yeah.
I talked him out of the one in Topeka, I think, just by saying,
wait,
I said, you're too white for Topeka. And he said, I'm not white. And I said, I know.
You've ruined Steve's life by convincing him for whatever reason that Kansas is worth moving to. And he's going to come out here.
Either here or
buying
North
a house
Carolina.
in Kansas. He's going to get here and he's going to hate us.
If you do the Carolinas, go south where that Black Lincoln project
I think
is.
South Carolina, not north.
South Carolina is actually east of North Carolina, not south of it.
Yeah, it's actually north and east of it.
Yeah, it sticks out into the water a little bit.
Don't even entertain Topeka.
Yeah,
unless
don't
you
dare.
that
Unless you
love
get
water.
unless you got to hook up on a job or something.
Yeah.
And even
Hey, man,
then,
you got some water.
jeez.
I thought the Kansas City area for them, because they like to do stuff.
You know,
that made sense.
This son of a
That's
bitch is.
basically
I
Missouri,
tell you
though.
what, he's 3 years late.
But he
I could have put him up at mom
What's
and
that?
dad's house.
It's basically 3 years.
If he
late.
sold his
Or-
house out there, he could buy
Missouri.
5 mom and dad's houses. Think of that
he's
house for
fine.
kids.
Yeah, he's going to buy a mansion now.
Yeah,
That's
he
what I'm
could-
saying. He
He
had
could
a
sell
full
his
house.
He could sell his garage.
Yeah, and
and-
buy a mansion here.
Buy-
I told him
mentioned
to look
it.
somewhere in Colorado, but he said very similar expense to California.
for sure.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
Only
The
if you're
market's
in
really
Denver.
blown up
Hey,
out there.
by the way,
Doug,
see my new. This is the only
Have you
thing I
seen how
got
Craig's
yesterday. We'll go
blowing
ahead
up?
and get to that part now, but it's my favorite thing I got.
I like it.
My daughter got it for me.
And it's
Sucks.
Nice of her.
Oh, shocks.
That's shocking.
I also did get a foot massager, but
From your daughter too?
no, from my wife.
Nice.
What's a foot massager?
I was gonna bring it out. It looks like a foot bath, but it's not. It doesn't have a thing where you can put your feet in. You put them on, so it looks like a foot bath if you didn't take the cover off. Do you know what a foot bath looks like? I don't either, so it's hard.
Imagine a old school fat standing on scale. You know,
A pet
There
stand?
you go. It looks like
Okay.
a big giant scale, but
Thick.
this is a shiatsu, and it's got three.
Oh, I love
Shiatsu.
those.
it's a
It's got-
vibrating
Great.
scale.
It's got
Great.
3 spinning heads on it, and they spin one way and one, so they're spinning against it, so your foot's going.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
And it's got a heat function.
Oh yeah.
You want your feet to be hot.
Well, that's cool. I switch it
It
up.
relaxes them. That's
Yeah.
what most times when
It's for people
Skin
with
Man is
plantar
rubbing the old
fasciitis.
spine.
You know,
It's
like
just to
mine,
warm it up a little.
plantar fasciitis.
It works.
That sounds great.
He sets his cup of
Steve,
soup
yeah,
on there,
I'm
too.
excited. If you're actually seriously about moving to Wichita, that's pretty awesome, dude.
now to check out that
You
Craig.
definitely will save
I
money.
don't know. He said they were going to look, but I don't know if by going to look they're doing virtual tours.
Yeah.
A virtual
I don't know,
tour is going
or
to be
if
so
they're-
much
if they're-
better.
El Dorado's a great
Or
place.
if, if I'm so
brother-in-law-
off on the cost of living in California that them renting a private plane, flying out and looking
Mhm.
at homes is affordable, but buying a house in California
I know what
is
you're
not.
saying.
then I'm
It's El
confused.
Dorado. It's
Yeah.
El Dorado.
If
Yeah,
he moves
it's
to
not-
Kansas,
It's not.
let's block him from
lined
all
with
social
gold.
media and cut off all connection to him
Steve who?
the day he gets there.
That's what I think we might have to do because he's
Yeah,
going to
he's
be
doing-
miserable
he's
when
doing
he gets
virtual.
here.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's going to be happy. I mean,
El
we're-
Dorado
Well, I mean, he
smells
is
like-
because it's not going to be nothing the same, but he'll be happy wherever he goes because he'll have his wife and his family.
That he'll be saving.
And
A
we
lot
had
of
the
money.
the weirdest conversation where he was like giving me innuendos, but he said my family doesn't know. So I said, you know, he kept asking me
Well,
questions.
his daughter's a little young to
I
understand.
know. That's what I said. I said, tell your wife. Just talk
She's
to your
like
wife about it.
2.
He goes,
Yeah.
dude, I did. She's the one that said it. I said, I guess I misunderstood family. And he's talking about his direct family. I'm like, I don't consider them in anything I do. Only my wife and kids do I
And
consider.
it shows, Casey.
And
I
his,
know.
It
his
shows.
wife's a white woman, right?
It's just
El Dorado.
absolutely
Half the
white,
best.
if that's what you're asking. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we want her here then.
Not only is El Dorado not paved with gold, it smells like the ass end of a
706.
menstruating skunk.
Now it does not. Zachary, don't.
It is worse than
No,
Garbage
it's not.
burning.
No, it's not.
El
Stop.
Dorado would be a
stop
lot
shooing 'em
like
away.
Dixon if Dixon were not anywhere fun to live.
now Prague
But once
is a
a month,
golden
you get
palace
so
in
many
Oklahoma.
motorcycles riding through there that if you do like to see motorcycles, once a month, your town is flooded with motorcycles driving through on the way to Cassidy.
That's just
that-
Bike Week.
That is also a cool thing.
So your best bet is really just probably you want to stay West Coast, probably west of New Mexico.
There's no
west-
water out there anymore.
No, that's
Lake
right.
Mead is drying up.
It's dry.
That's right.
Oh.
I was thinking about like Oregon, pretty expensive. Apparently, I didn't know that. You know, it is. You know, Wyoming,
Stop
very.
living in the big cities, man. Just move outside the cities.
Yeah, you can move to.
For sure.
Well, I don't think in California moving outside the cities is as expensive as living in the city. I believe.
Dog.
Yeah,
Steve.
Portland's expensive, but
you
20
like
minutes out, it's not.
Yeah, that's why I said.
you like smoking.
Mhm.
That's a thing. I mean, I understand. I get Steve, and I love him. My thing is
Well, he was going to move to Kansas City, and his thing is like, I'll just drive to Oklahoma to get it. And I said, You realize how far Oklahoma is from Kansas City?
It's a 4-hour
You
drive.
can go to
buddy.
4
Missouri.
hours.
Missouri's, yeah, he's good in Missouri.
Well, not yet. It just got.
That's
it-
it.
It's
Well, then-
not legal there yet.
Then he's safe. I'm just saying that I know he's a
I
smoker.
didn't say it was
and
legal.
My
I
thing
said
is,
you could
yeah.
get it.
now Wichita, because we make
Colorado
that
would
drive
be
all the
closer.
time on the corridor.
Colorado
He's
would be
listened to us for
closer.
long enough. He can just drive on the corridor with us and come down and get anything he wants. Matter of fact, Steve, I've offered all of the guys.
I was gonna say
to-
you could move in with Mexico.
Well,
that's
to
what
put,
you're getting right
to
off
put
for,
their
right?
address,
Mhm.
like they live with me, like that they live there.
Yeah.
So you can come down, get your card, get a whole bunch of weed, and
Right.
go right back up to Kansas if that's where you're
It's
you're
not
legal.
that easy. I
That's
recently got a
illegal.
license. so.
And you get to keep your car.
You got it.
I got
did
a
you?
license in Oklahoma.
Driver's
Oh
license.
no.
You
I
got to
was-
have that first.
Yeah, but that's okay. And that's
Well, I'm just
$50
saying,
bucks.
it's not easy.
Yeah, it's $50.
You
Well, you
live
It's
can
like
there
get
a-
an
2
ID.
years
You don't
and you
get
It's
a license. You
150
can get
for
an
your card.
Oklahoma ID.
But then you
Good
can use
luck.
my address. It's fine. You can live
I
there.
haven't. I made one. Here. Hold on. I'll make an Oklahoma ID.
Yeah, you can make one with Crown. They'll accept it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oklahoma
you.
is okay.
I
Yep,
is Oklahoma
that checks out.
and
This
They'll
guy's
take
good.
it. They
Yeah.
took it. They took Conrad.
Says
My-
here you are
What's
He
a
the,
used
what's
his
the
fat
official?
Conrad picture.
What's the
which is
official
hilarious.
animal of our state?
So
And I
took it so
say
long.
a tiger, and they say you're good.
Bing.
All right, I'm gonna hit the button.
Oh, we're doing a show.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Oh, we're just hanging out tonight. Something.
Ark City's nice. That's between Oklahoma and Wichita.
Ladies and gentlemen, up in the corner, he's back from the north. It's Skin Man.
Yeah.
Yay!
hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all of you lying weathermen that said it was gonna rain and it sure as fuck did not.
Mm-mm.
We are those guys from Wichita, and now here to hang brain. It's Conrad in Mexico.
Huzzah! Huzzah to you.
Huzzah, buddy.
Huzzah to you, Eric. Huzzah to you,
Hello, sir.
Coach Casey.
Look good. Look, Casey up there.
Um,
Happy birthday, buddy.
sorry that, yeah, you guys have noticed. I couldn't hide it. I got a little bit of a chink in my neck right now.
What?
That's a kink. I think you're saying it wrong. but-
Chink.
I got a chink in my neck.
Yeah,
No,
like a-
you don't. I do not. I don't know what. No,
sounds
you
right.
do not.
No,
Like a
that's
chink
just
in the
rude.
armor, like a chink in
Yeah.
the. It's a
That's the-
chink.
Yeah, like a
The way
chink
I've
link
heard it.
fence.
You chink.
No,
Nope.
that's
It's
just
that's not correct.
Yep.
None of the things
That's
you guys
what
are,
I've heard.
It's a chink.
also rude.
Nope. It's chain link, but nope.
Well, the
Oh.
thing is, guys,
Thank you, Casey.
you know,
That's fine. It's common misconception and confusion.
it happens. It could be that I slept wrong. I got a story about that. Had a pretty crazy dream
Dude,
last night.
misconnection?
Kind of a misconnection. Had a crazy dream, but also I started, I've been running, but I started adding. I found a link on YouTube because I was doing the Royal Canadian Air Force workout, which is
You
great.
still are.
I still am. It's a daily thing. I John dailied a little bit more, and I found a Palestinian workout video that the terrorists, Palestinian terrorists, would use.
The
Okay.
terrorist or anti-terrorist?
They say they're anti-terrorists, but they dress very similar.
Well,
You're gonna see-
undercover.
Yeah, a lot of off-brand Carhartt uniforms going on out there.
There's a lot of those. Yeah.
It's like, did you get a Carhartt apron, dude?
Right. A
And
Dickies.
they did, and they always wear a cardigan too. So,
Dickies top.
and it's hotter than hell out there, and those guys are doing the tires. Got like 4 or 5 different Diatsu tires that they're running through. Gotta have small feet, man.
Oh man, those are like 15-inch rims too.
They do pull-ups, but it's on a real taut rope. You know what I mean?
It's a hemp
Yeah.
rope.
There's no bars out there. They don't know how to dig footers to put a proper pull-up bar.
They don't have any good smelting
No,
there.
there's no cement out there either, dude. So,
So I'm picturing your backyard looking like a
yeah, dude.
mud buster kind of event.
Well,
with,
it's more sand. More think drier mud.
yeah,
Less
all,
water.
all the sand and the tires,
Finer,
and-
grainier mud
and ropes,
with no water.
and
Yeah.
then dog houses to climb over.
Dude, I got it all back there. You got like one of them. It's a punching bag, but I put a snowman kind of head on there. Like I
Yeah.
rolled up a pillow. You just because that's what they had. They just run at it with a stick,
Right.
to imitate war, to
Yeah.
imitate
And you got to do your war yell as you do it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It gets freaking crazy.
But
Neighbor's
neither
been
one of
coming
those
over.
things were good war cries.
What, Eric? What
really?
are those challenges
The
called?
neighbor.
And
Neighbor
that's
did.
why you got the chink in your neck.
Well, the neighbor's been working on a
Hold on.
scooter.
Where they have the.
He come by. He's a white supremacist.
What?
Yeah.
Are you
Your
sure
neighbor?
he's not one of the Supremes?
He's not a grand wizard, but he's a white supremacist.
Which side? Which side, buddy?
His tattoo said it.
I mean, if I'm looking at your house, which
Does it say
right,
white
left?
power or I'm a white supremacist?
If you're standing on my porch looking at the road, he'd be on the left.
Okay.
If,
The one that wrecked his car.
yeah, the one that got stuck in the
In the rain,
driveway.
yeah.
In the snow.
Damn it! Damn it!
It's funny that something so pure and white ruined him.
I know.
You know what I mean?
That happens a lot.
It's irony.
No?
It's ironic.
It's a little bit ironic, don't you think?
Like rain.
It's like
The-
rain.
The irony's down at the dry cleaners.
A lot of Palestinians down there at the dry cleaners.
It's true.
Talking about the Jeffersons?
No, not in Prague, dude.
No.
Now, Prague's got a problem with Ukrainians.
Yep.
And they were an issue before the war. Don't think that,
Oh, right.
Issue
Yeah.
or
Well, this
blessing?
isn't a Russian fault.
well, it's a Czech town, and a lot of these people escaped Czechoslovakia, come to,
Yeah, I've seen
America.
a lot of people get up on the site
They
on the regular
flocked
on the
to
old
Prague.
Prague site. It says
They
I
came to
moved here
Prague.
because of my heritage. It's like
dude, big noses. You'll see a lot of
Klotchkis. Eric can
Real
fit right
There's
in.
a lot of women that swallow then.
big noses on
Yeah.
both the men and women down there
Yeah.
in Prague.
It's gonna hail. Park under
Solid.
that nose.
Let's just say they have to go.
They're
from
gonna
the
say,
side,
"Boy,
you
your
know what I
your
mean?
nose don't fit your head. Head
Yeah.
matches."
I don't fit in. They notice a lot of spiked haircuts, crew cuts, flat tops.
But you,
They
when
love
you first
J.
moved there,
Crew.
you had one. You've just been growing it out since.
That's
You-
'cause I've been trying. I did shave my head a little bit for you.
did you finally? It was good and horrible.
Look better.
I'm gonna throw you this.
Yeah, I like that. You look good, man.
Steve's
Thank you.
virtual.
I thought you looked skinnier,
Realtor
so I
looks
thought you must have
just
got a
like
That's a
haircut.
Steve.
Palestinian workout.
So, I mean,
I thought it was the Canadian
could
workout.
be your brother, buddy.
You
Royal
said it's the-
Canadian
you said
Air
it's a Royal
Force
Canadian Air Force workout.
is the one I've been doing for months now.
Oh, okay, so you're doing a new one, a Palestinian one.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've been trying to be
Get bored
more.
with that.
Well, I'm just trying to be more cultured. Maybe you should look into it.
Like a yogurt.
If one thing I've always said about Conrad is he's one of the more cultured people I know.
I'm not, but I also understand that that's my problem, and the only way to
So
fix
why
it.
would I try to be more cultured? I'm the most cultured person I know.
Yeah, but you're surrounded by uncultured heathens.
Like
I've
me.
been trying to culture you guys for years.
Yeah, but what do you know? Name the 3 exports Palestine has.
And by the way,
Hashish,
Yeah, that's one. Good guess.
Opium.
opium
2.
oil, and regular oil.
Nope. Human trafficking is number 3.
okay.
Sex workers.
Sex workers is number 2. And terrorism is number 1.
I don't think they're
No,
exporting.
that is not true.
Casey, read a freaking manual
Yeah,
about
read
the
a book,
world.
dude.
Yeah.
I
So
don't-
they
you guys are
says.
fucking.
Read a pamphlet.
So
man.
again,
Read a
so
book,
you
dude.
are not broadening your horizons.
He is.
Know your
You're
enemy,
narrowing
dude.
them even further.
He's
I've
just
been-
doing it via workouts.
Listen to Joe
Hey.
Rogan once or twice.
It's part of the deal.
I listened to something. Somebody was on Joe Rogan the other day. I got forced into it.
It's my favorite book. Art of the deal.
Part of the deal or art of the deal?
The art of the deal, man.
I know. It's my favorite too. I love it.
That dude's a hell of a writer. Bad president, great
The
writer.
FBI took my autographed copy when they came to Mar-a-Lago.
So, what have you guys been doing?
You
Eric,
asking me first?
what have you been up to?
Dude, every time you ask, I live a very boring life. I have been working.
I've been to
I am
parties
coaching
and-
football again, so I've been doing that.
That's fun.
Yeah. Last night I helped out with the 5-year-old team. Within 6 minutes, I gave the kid the stare and the talk of, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm probably gonna snap and bust you in the head.
Oh, so you're like,
Bro, they don't
I-
pay me enough for this.
I lasted literally 6 minutes before I had to pull a kid aside
It was your kid.
and stare him down until he shut up.
Coach
Dude,
freaking
we get home, I'll
Bear
fuck you
Eric
up.
Bryant, dude. You got to treat him like that. Junction
Yeah,
boy.
That's what
I
Saban
got
did.
good kids. I mean,
Bro, that's what Saban did, man. And look where he's at.
my kids are not the best in the world. They're
Mhm.
they're above average. Good kids.
Athletically or
Get them around. You're a coach.
Yeah.
Anybody's even average kid, you put them on a team, and you realize every kid out there is complete dog shit. They're just shitty fucking kids.
I noticed that a lot when I was coaching. That the
wrestling.
wrestling, great way to meet kids, but a lot of these kids
Yeah.
are meeting. There's no future there.
No.
You would
know?
want to hang out with them other than once, you know.
You don't even feel like grooming them. You know what I mean?
Fuck, disclaimer: he means these as jokes. I'm pretty sure.
I'm
I
just
think
saying, you
that's how
don't.
it
When you see
goes.
this kid that's like not listening, not paying attention, it's like, why would I manipulate you into falling in love with me or think there's a power struggle here?
Right.
To
See, you're,
abuse our relationship.
you're taking it a potential bad direction. But
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
are
he doesn't
you're
normally
a
do
very
that.
athletic person. You have a long
Thank you.
history of athletic
Well,
accomplishments.
except for his neck.
I fear you're like one of those coaches that I'm work with a lot, where basically if your kid's not already a stud for a 7-year-old, you just basically go, oh, fuck you, you're gonna suck
You
forever.
move on to the stuff.
And then you yell at them because they're not trying hard enough. You got to work hard to get places, but then they work hard
Well,
and
he
you still
did
go,
until
well,
he
you
got
still
better.
suck. Get
Now
over
he
there.
doesn't do it no more.
Yeah, I do that.
So I'm guessing you're
All
a
of those
shitty
things
coach
are true.
in my eyes.
Yes.
Everybody else's eyes, good coach. My eyes, you're shit.
I don't try to bring the best out of a kid. I don't see potential. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, see, I've got
I
something
see-
that
I
you
see
guys.
talent, not potential.
I've got something you guys don't.
Yeah.
Is
Herpes.
A daughter.
well,
No
you
I got a
guys
daughter.
when you guys coach,
Micro penis.
well at that, but when you
older
guys
looking
coach
than
you
your
get
age
too
by
close.
double your age.
to the kids, and so you find out they're crap.
Yeah, and
so
I get into their
I
personal
don't get
life.
that close, so I could still enjoy
'Cause
the
nobody
shower
invited
time later.
you.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
When you guys hit the shower, you're like, no,
I'm not even
they
hard.
didn't rinse right. Yeah.
My God.
Right.
I don't
So-
know.
Who has it better? I didn't have to go through all the stuff. All I had to do was just make extra Gatorade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But to put a bow on my coaching, proud dad moment, 2 proud dad moments. My boy Gibbs, the middle one,
Mhm.
who's like me when I was that age.
Kicker.
He's got to be about 25 pounds.
No, hold on.
I mean, he's anorexic.
Yeah.
He's goofy as hell, but he's just like a maniac. Like he's not afraid of anything. And so they lined him up. He was O line, dude on D line. Kid literally is 2.5 times his weight. Biggest kid out there.
Nice.
And I said, oh shit, this is gonna be the year that Gibbs gets blown up and he's not gonna want to play. Hike, big dude's on the ground, Gibbs on top of him, giving him chest
Dry
compressions
humping the
because he
shit-
doesn't know to stop. He just keeps going. Three
He does.
times in a row, pancaked him, and then I dropped him off to practice yesterday because I go help the other one, and I said, you're gonna be doing Oklahoma's today, so make sure you get low, hit hard, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
And he goes, man, I hope I get Gabe, which is the big dude. I was like,
Jeez.
go for it, man.
Did you think you said Gabe or Gade?
Gabe.
Okay.
Pull that helmet off, dude, and just go Aaron Donald on him.
You got him on
Start smacking
creatine
kids
yet?
in the
Or
head with
what,
them.
Oh.
He's on
what's
that
your,
He's already got the mullet, man.
He's on that
Nice.
Andros.
I'm gonna call up old Boz
Yeah.
and see
Yeah.
what he was taking in the '80s and see if I can't get some of that
Oh, it's
today.
equine.
good stuff,
It's
yeah.
equine.
the
It's good
original.
stuff.
You get
just
it.
Head
equine.
to TSC.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
We've got some of that at LSU. I can give you some
Yeah.
good stuff.
You don't even have to inject it in a kid anymore. You can put it in the sausage that they eat, or it doesn't matter.
True,
You put it in their
true.
food,
Well,
Putting
they've
their
been
thick
doing
Newtons.
it just in lower doses.
so there's no track marks.
Yeah.
Good
You don't
call.
want
Yeah.
track marks, and if you do, between the toes is a good spot. But they've been
Mhm.
looking there. So
Yeah.
Why does my juice
Or you
box
tattoo
have duct
you
tape
tattoo
on
a
it?
naked lady.
Drink it.
You tattoo a naked lady on him and you inject right in between the breasts.
Yours should be the one with a center block tied to it. Pick it up and drink it,
well, here's the deal. I want to
dude.
throw
If
this.
Aaron Donald was here right now,
Who?
I would get on for what he did to those Cincinnati Bengals. Did you see that?
What happened?
Oh, after practice, little skirmish.
Got
So
him.
He's out there hitting.
Whoop some ass with his helmet.
He got knocked down. Did you see that? He's trying
Yeah.
to swing people. That guy just toasted him. And then I sent an email
He got mad.
to the Rams organization and said that I was watching this with my family. It's inappropriate.
Yeah.
I'm traumatized.
Send it back to the script club.
Fellas, speaking of that,
I'll see you in court.
what Eric was saying, I'm running a new business.
Did you hear it get a response yet?
I
Yeah.
don't know if
What'd
any-
they say?
We have a
Dave?
date. Court date.
Oh yeah, you set up a
For
court date already?
damages.
Yeah,
it's
he's
civil
fucking
suit.
mentally screwed his family.
But I have
He
this-
has not done it. That show
Yeah.
did it.
You're
the
gonna
show
pay
did it.
$30 million to a gentleman that's gonna act like that on a field of competition?
Yeah. I know.
With hundreds of people watching.
Jesus, I take him to jail. Okay,
Get him out of here.
get him out of here.
Should have been there long ago.
Cut it out. What's your
Cancel
business
him,
idea,
right?
Mexico?
Wherever the hell Gruden is, put him with him.
Yeah.
Stick him right next to that Gruden
Gruden
fella.
should probably be his coach.
You do know that
As long as
Gruden.
it's not on that field.
Nobody talks about that. That Gruden recently sued the NFL.
Did he
For-
win?
Yeah, they settled out of court.
Oh.
So he won.
So we got the rest of his contract plus a little bit of
Yeah.
weekly change for his.
So he just has to go,
That's nice.
send out random D pics to all the honeys down in the Caribbean.
Well, until
So
his,
what island
whatever his
is he
ban.
playing?
What was Vic's ban?
Yeah.
1.5 years. His ban will come up. Him and
Just prison, whatever years he went to prison.
Michael Vick?
him and Watson and Vic will all have the same band, and then they'll be back because this will be Watson will get 2 years banned.
Yeah.
And
Michael Vick?
yeah,
Is he still playing?
no, but he did, and he came back, and he was
He's uncircumcised.
when he first came back. A
A lot of people
they-
don't talk about that.
They had
No one talks
he got a
about that.
year suspension or whatever, but he got to serve part of that in jail, and so
Look
and then
at it.
Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson got a 2-year suspension basically because essentially was suspended all year last year because he couldn't play. They wouldn't play him while this was up.
And Watson, not traditionally a name you hear for a quarterback,
Normally they call him the aardvark.
more of a detective
Or a golfer. There's a famous one.
or a race car driver.
Or a racist.
That's the race car driver I was talking about.
That's his racist neighbor Watson.
Bubba. Anyways, I've been training Palestinian style.
What is that? So what are you hating people and what are you doing? What does that mean? Just hardcore? What's that mean?
Well, I don't buy a gym member. I know that you don't either. It's obvious. I don't buy a gym.
Good God.
I figured the
It
best.
sucks is you've been working this hard and it's barely obvious that you do either, but at least I'm just eating.
I don't have a gym
I
membership.
eat like shit constantly and
I can't
Your
afford it.
complexion is darker.
Thank you. And I can't afford the gym membership right now, and there's not a great YMCA in town. So I just said I'll get on the internet.
There's one coming.
I thought about P90X and or
Yeah.
that. What is that guy we like? Tybo, Billy
Oh, yeah, Billy Baines.
Billy Baines.
Yeah.
Thought about getting in that, or maybe even the guy with the ponytail, the
Mhm.
Tony. I think
Rex.
Tony Lama or somebody.
Yeah, Tony Ramos.
Rubens?
Tony Rubens.
Tony
and
Rubin. Yeah, great sandwich too.
but really that's all for show and that's all for glamour muscles.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want to get down into it, you get some of those insurgent muscles is what you want. Practical muscles for insurgencies. An
good word.
insurgency is almost
Insurgencies?
an emergency.
You know what the biggest muscle is, though?
Your skin.
Your mind.
That's true. And
Your
those guys
skin's an
have those
organ.
guys are sharp as tacks.
Sharpest
True.
stacks.
It's almost fall, and you know what you need?
I need it.
Emergency.
Need to
Drink?
hydration.
Hydration, a great vitamin C, pushes away the cold and the flu
It's important.
for sure. Builds your immune
Today's
system.
sponsor, thank you.
Yes, thank you for sponsoring the show. All of Palestine. Thank you for tuning in.
If you guys want on the ground floor of my new business,
Oh, I have a new business too.
do you?
Yes, you go first.
You want me to go first?
Yep.
How about this? So everybody's busy, kids are back in school and stuff.
Mhm.
But even when they're back, come home, sometimes mom and papa don't get home, until 5, 6. So there's an hour in there.
Latchkey kids, they used to call
Yeah,
them.
latchkeys.
Yeah.
Slotskeys.
Schlotsky kids.
Slotsky kids. So here's the deal. Because we're cool
Stoners.
like that,
Mhm.
I will come and get your kids and take them to get tattooed.
After school tattoo.
What do you guys think?
So you're going to be like a tattoo Uber?
Well, I mean, I'll discuss it with the parents. They have
Mhm.
to okay it, but I'll be the legal guardian just for
In
a
Oklahoma, that's not a problem.
couple hours
Yeah.
while your kid gets
I think
tattooed.
if you have possession of the kid, you actually
Just a
that's
couple
your
hours.
kid.
That's my kid.
Yeah.
And so when I walk into the tattoo, and I'll set up the tattoo the arrangements, all your arrangements.
Yeah.
So Ivy's got a tattoo gun and all the gloves and everything.
If he gets a license, I will use it for sure.
Mhm.
If he goes out there and shows me he has a license, because this is what I know about parents. If you get talking about football and stuff, and then Eric kind of busted. He's like, yeah, we'll put the creatine in his tattoo. I'm not saying anything goofy like that. I'm just saying let's get your kids tatted up. If we're making decisions for kids, which we are.
Yeah.
What school they go to, what they eat, how many juice boxes they got. We need some serious tattoos. I know the kids, probably your kids, like the stick-on tattoo. I can check it out. I got
Yeah.
a whole sleeve, Dad. So pick something out. Why are we waiting? Why are you
Mhm.
waiting until you're 18? And I know that
the Pope has a face tattoo at this
For
point.
sure.
So just do it.
everybody
know?
needs tattoos.
He got the Stations of the Cross around his
Chit chat with your kids.
forehead
Come up with a
and around his
design.
cheeks.
Give it to me. Just email it over. I said, this is great. I'll
Rosary.
find you the best tattooist.
Or an
tattooer,
adequate one?
Or an adequate one. Money's a thing. How much you willing to spend on this sleeve?
Your first 5 tattoos should be bad anyways.
Hey, BT
Yeah.
Dubs,
Bang for the buck.
if your 5-year-old comes with me and gets a whole sleeve done,
Mm-hmm.
that's smaller area.
Oh yeah.
So for a tattooist, you're saving money.
And it'll grow into it later.
Think of it like that for sure.
Yeah.
So
Upcharge, we can put a little vaccine in there. So kids are afraid of shots. We
You
just
wanna booster it?
tattoo
Mhm.
some medicine into them.
does your kid play football? You know what's so intimidated? Teardrops. Classic little teardrops. We can
Yep.
get your booster vaccine, creatine. We can do that too.
Or, MS-13.
If you want a face tattoo with MS-13, backwards, so when you look in the mirror, it's right.
So that way, if you run into one of them, they might think you don't have to get
You're in.
jumped
You've
in. They
jumped
might,
in.
yeah,
You're already in.
don't have to get
You're already
jumped
in.
in.
Well,
Smart.
that's why I have this teardrop.
Yeah.
And
I'm throwing it out there.
this may not catch on quickly, but World War II, they had the ships were painted in like zebra print, so it's hard to track exactly where the dimensions of the ships were.
Oh,
you know?
like the camo. Yeah.
Camo, yeah.
Well, Nazis can't
I'm
see
just saying,
stripes.
it's a reality. School shootings start tattooing some weird camo on kids, so
Great idea.
Urban
shooters can't-
camo.
Urban
shooters
camo.
can't pick them up.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, kids, we got a shooter on site.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
Take off your clothes.
Good luck.
So
Can't see us.
I don't necessarily need a license. I find those that have license to tattoo your kids. I'm just a go-between. I know you're busy. You can't sit for 6 hours listening to your kid crying because they're going to cry.
Yeah.
There's no tattoo out there that's going to make a kid, even if you got a tough kid. And also, great learning experience. This will toughen them up a little bit.
Well, if they want a job, they better get tattooed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why are we waiting until they're 18? That's crappy.
Yeah.
Maybe our lady listeners should call in and let us know their views on
But I'm gonna
child tattoos.
throw
Yeah.
this right out.
Pediatric tattoos.
I'm gonna throw this right out. My cutoff 6 months.
Well, that's just because they haven't got their shots yet.
I go from 6 months to 847 months. That's
Yep.
that's
That's a time frame.
that's my time frame.
Talk to your pediatrician before you sign up.
Make sure it's a good thing to do. If they suggest doing it, which they all will,
One of the things that
and give your kid a little collar. Put some color in there, or a classic black and white is nice.
Yeah.
Maybe
You-
picture your puppy dog.
I like that you went domestic with your problem
Thank you.
here. You're trying
Thank
to solve a
trying to
domestic
help.
problem.
Try to help people.
I was thinking about that
Time
too.
saving.
Like one of the biggest problems sometimes in marriages will happen when one of the people that is in the marriage will turn to the other one and say, "Hey,
I don't love you anymore.
we should have." They'll say that usually.
Yeah.
Then we should have friends over. You know what I mean? We should have some friends over.
No.
And that's the answer usually. And this goes on for a few years. And at some point, it's like, hey, let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna have a barbecue this weekend. It's talking to the lady at school, and you know that I like her. I've been having coffee with her every morning for about 3 years now. She's
Right.
always wanted to meet you.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we'll do it. And then what happens next is, well, how many people are coming, and what are we gonna serve? What do they eat?
Sure.
We start a business where once the decision's made that a outdoor party is going to happen, we come in and plan it all.
Maid outfits or a
So we
plus.
jump in between because
I
the
see.
biggest arguments are going to be between a husband and wife about
You bet.
what they're cooking, what they're doing.
Yeah.
We're the party planners for these small parties.
Yeah.
Real small.
2 tops.
Yeah. And we'll be like, hey, don't ask your husband.
Stop
he,
it. Stop
don't
that.
ask him if he wants to have chicken at this party. You ask us.
Ask
gimp
us.
suit.
You ask us.
We're having
Don't
curry.
walk it. I know you want to walk in there while he's taking a dump. It's 9:30 p.m.
Don't do it.
Don't knock on the door and say, hey, babe, I was thinking about the party tomorrow. You shut your mouth.
Shut it.
You shut your mouth. You call us. You tell us.
Or email.
Or email would be better. Or Facebook message would be
Prefer.
better.
We don't answer the phone.
Hey, Conrad, this is Tiffany from the party for tomorrow.
Email me.
I just got informed that one of the children of one of the guests is allergic to the potatoes for the potato salad.
Yep.
And I was going to ask Mike about it.
Don't
you dare ask your husband.
Ask me.
Ask me. Thanks for asking. Baby, we'll switch it to baked beans. That'll work.
Call them
That'll
back and
work.
see if they're allergic to beans, and then call me back.
A baked
Don't
bean is
talk
just
to
a
Mike.
softer potato. Softer, sweeter, rounder
By
potato.
the way, we're not going to do that. We need mashed potatoes. Screw that.
Can it be a full party planner where you maybe interview both husbands that are going to be there, and then you can exchange information so the husbands can actually have something to discuss,
And they don't have to talk.
Get talking
Or-
points.
or decide not to talk, or fill out a form of
Yeah,
prefer not to talk. If necessary, we'll talk about.
these things.
Right.
And like, are you political?
Yeah.
Where do you lean? What do you like to talk about?
I only want to talk about at this party. I
Yeah.
only want to talk about monkeypox. So,
Right.
Mike.
I just want to talk about. Hey, Darren, I got Mike's sheet here. Are you informed on monkeypox at all? That's what he likes to talk about. And Darren would be like, no, I don't follow the news. You better get on it, Darren.
Come on.
Or keep your mouth shut.
Or just shut up.
Chad, what did Trevor say? Does he want to talk about?
He's a
Monkeypox?
sports guy. Orioles
Sports guy.
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Or
an Orioles
I'm not
fan.
going to the party. Count me.
Well, Trevor also wanted to turn it into an orgy.
But
That's fine.
all
I'm
of
into
these
that.
ideas, I just thought of that one when you were going domestic. My
a great
real plan that I had on the way
that
up
one your
here,
real bud. That one your real bud.
better plan,
Okay.
but it's even got the perfect name. And as Casey said, the name is everything.
It is everything.
Dog. Here's a problem. We're living in 2022. We just got through the worst presidency we've ever had.
My name for my business is Tat for Tots. So
Pretty good.
you're welcome.
Pretty good.
I already came up with
But
the name.
since then, we got a lot of progression that come out of this time period, whether it be the pandemic or the amount of people that just took to the streets and burned them down if they had to make a point, or
Sure.
whatever they had to do.
Yeah.
Whatever. If you're yelling at an Indian at a Capitol and you get $50 million, whatever.
I love that.
We all lived through it. We all watched it.
Sure.
Well, they'll be beating the drum on that.
And one of the big things that was out of it was it seems like there's a better acceptance for an alternative lifestyle. Like that's more acceptable now than it ever was before in history in this country.
Yes.
Now in Palestine, good luck. You're going to get a rock thrown at
You're
you.
going to get lots of
Yeah.
rocks.
If they can
It
find a
ain't
rock,
gonna be a
they're
rock.
hitting with
they're
it.
throwing it.
It's called a stoning.
Well, it's even moved to New York subways.
Yeah, they'll
they're
stone you in
stoning them
certain
down there,
places.
too.
They'll
Sure.
stone you. Well, they'll do it.
They'll do it. You got a rock? You're going to throw it.
Yeah, not a lot of loose rocks in the subway though. They'll find one.
Down there on the tracks. You got
Yeah.
to get down there.
You gotta
Don't
jump
miss on
down,
the
be
third
quick.
rail.
So here's the issue, guys. For whatever reason, a lot of times when the narrative is what should we be more focused on as a society and who should we prop up because they've always been pushed down,
I see.
right?
Yeah.
And so recently it's been, we want to make sure women have more rights, and it's like, wait, don't do Roe because you're taking rights. That's a big thing.
That's a huge thing.
It's
Yeah.
a huge thing. And then oftentimes like different kinds of communities, whether it be the gay community or the Latino community or
Sure.
the black communities, like these minority communities that you want to prop
Yep.
up.
Right.
And that's great. That's
Yeah.
progress in my mind. But one thing that's happened is you got a lot of gay couples, whether they got monkeypox or not, right?
Sure.
A lot of gay men.
Yeah.
And right now,
They're scared.
in order to
About that.
impregnate a man that identifies as a man,
Yes.
they could have been born with female reproductive parts,
Yes.
and you could do it kind of the old-fashioned, new-fashioned way.
Icky, but yeah.
Yeah, you can do it.
Sure.
Or you can hire a surrogate woman to carry
The term.
the baby, right?
Right.
Why don't we just create a sack? Like whatever the sack that's in a woman, it's like just like a weird
Satchel.
what do they got? They got a uterus. So we get a uteral
Yeah. Big bag.
bag.
Yeah.
And
stick it in the dude.
we slice a dude,
Okay. I'm liking where this is
we
going.
push it in,
Throw it in
because
there.
basically a woman's uterus is just in front of her guts.
That's it.
She's got all the same business we got
All
going on
she's
in
there for is just an oven. Keep
She's
that
an
thing
oven,
hot.
and then everything she's eating. So just have those people that designed the vaccine. They did a good job on that.
Yep.
Have them
Poke a
design
hole.
the baby formula stuff.
Yep.
That whatever an embryo needs.
Would you feed them from the outside or just eat?
Yeah, you have a little spigot here that you lock into,
Love it.
and you feed your little embryo.
Sure.
You'll get an ultrasound. It'll grow in the sack. Sack's made to grow. It's not a trash bag or something
No.
that just because that might work. I don't know what a uterus is, to be 100%.
Or how
honest.
thick it is.
Or how
many
thick it
pl-
is.
How many
They're
plots?
thick.
They're
It's
thick.
You get a uterus on this table, you're gonna need a
You need
ginseng
a
knife.
really a sharp one.
Yeah, you can't just hit it with a fork and
Yeah,
butter knife.
no.
You'll be cutting all night. It's tough. And you want it
They're
tough.
thicker than a pancake.
But dog, you get these men because
Signed up.
then I was thinking, but maybe if you could do that, why wouldn't you do we do that already? Do we put babies in sacks and grow them like in a garden, like a baby garden?
Not officially.
But you know what I mean? Like we have sperm banks and they tell us
Right.
that, and then people freeze their eggs. But is there some scientist that's like, I got the stuff
I'm
here.
going to, yeah.
Grab an egg, grab a sperm, mix it together in a mixing
I-
bowl, put it in a bag, blow on it.
I've never heard of it, but then again, until 3 years ago, I never
When
heard
I-
of bat flu clinics either.
When I was in fifth
That's
grade,
true.
I had a friend named Jimmy, and he was a test tube baby. So, I mean, that
Well-
was kind of the time where they were growing them in test tubes. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
See, but I
Petri
think
dishes.
that's a turn of
test
phrase. I think that's I don't think
do you
they're putting them in. A test tube baby is when
No, he was born out of a tube.
a woman, they'll put an egg inside a woman if maybe she froze him. like Anne Heche was pregnant. That's why
Sure.
she wrecked her car and died.
And here's the pitch.
She's old. That's sad. Fucking sad
That's a
story.
sad. That's a
I won't
sad,
bring it up again.
that's a sad thing,
I
man.
mean, Anne Heche, dude.
Yeah,
I know
don't
it-
hate me.
No, they took the sperm, semen.
Yeah.
be
And they put a
clinical.
test tube.
No, then
They
they
stuck the egg in there and it grew.
put it in a womb,
A room?
a living womb, and they would
A groom.
They might have had that. They might have had the
squirt
womb.
it, and
They
that's
might
the test tube, baby. I think the test tube is the squirter, and you're squirting it into a womb.
No, I don't
Uh,
think
yeah,
so.
Conrad's basically saying like when you make a cake, you have
Mm-hmm.
a mixing bowl, which would be the tube.
Mhm.
With the cake, you put in a pan and then the
I
oven.
see.
So a test tube is they mix it in. They
Well, I
put
don't want
the little
test tube
Oh.
cake.
the Swizzer stick in
Then
the
they
test
put it
tube.
in a different bowl
And
and
then
they
they
have
pour
to
that
warm it up
in
in
the
the
lid.
What
oven
does
and he
test
crawls
tube
out of
cake have
that.
cum in it?
They pour the test tube into the lady's belly.
I just think it's ridiculous at this point in our
That we
country's
can't grow our
lifetime
own kids.
that if
We
two
can't.
men want to grow a baby, they have to find a woman to put it in.
Oh, I know it's gross.
What are we supposed to put it in?
Ew.
So I'm saying build a uteral bag
Yes.
that can be inserted into a man's stomach.
I love
Men
this.
already have. Now we have more ribs. I've been led to believe we have more ribs.
Yeah, one extra.
Well, I don't think we're as stretchable as women are as quick.
Oh,
Our
that's
skin,
not true.
our skin
You-
wasn't built in with
We've been to Walmart.
stretchability.
Go to Walmart.
Yep.
Our skin stretches.
We'll
I-
stretch it.
the
Yeah, I've
bones
gained-
may not bend the
Yeah, our
right way.
hip structure's not meant to.
But it's always section. It's always you're not gonna have to.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
they're
have a
gonna
natural
spread
birth.
that pelvis out. It's
oh,
just
you,
gonna-
I won't come a baby out.
You'll
No,
bring
no.
it to term.
I wouldn't.
Which is 9
wouldn't it be
months.
crazy if you did it twice though? If the baby
You
came
can have
twice
twins.
out your wiener.
Why
What
would
do
a
you
baby
mean?
come twice out of your?
What do you mean?
Oh, going out
And
for the
going in,
semen.
and then going back in and then coming back out.
Oh, that'd be if
That's
it
just
starts.
prairie dog.
Dude,
There's gonna be mistakes, Casey. If you
Dude.
are doing, if you're prairie dog,
what if you had a pre? What if
masturbating
you have a premature?
at 8
It's
months?
unsafe
Oh
because
yeah, you have
remember you're a
premature
gay
in the
dude,
bathtub.
so
You
all
have a
that
premature
docking
in the bathtub. You
Yeah.
know.
that you're doing and stuff, that's
say-
that's unsafe.
Put a
You'd have
freaking
to start that urethra stretching
zipper
at
or
like age
something in
16.
one?
Put a
So you
zipper
know
on
in
your
case you're
stomach.
gonna have one,
just so when you get to the hospital,
or like
it's 9 months.
maybe not
unzip.
zipper, but like a Velcro,
Zipper head.
a Velcro pouch. That way you can, when you seal it back up, there's not as much scarring.
Yeah, you could do Velcro.
Because you could do a tuck
Flap it
right
up.
then too.
Mhm.
If you did Velcro, you could do a tuck right into that.
But the cool thing is, you can carry a baby to
I'm
term,
just thinking. I'm thinking for the next doctor as well.
be in the hospital, and be like, "Dog, I'm ready for another one.
Throw one in
Just
there.
throw one in. Take
Yep.
this little booger out. We'll
Oh
go
yeah,
teach
because
him."
dudes could handle it. Dudes could run like 6-7 minutes.
Oh yeah, dude.
No way.
It's carrying what, an extra 30 pounds.
You could probably
It's a
go
rucksack.
And
three-
I do that twice a year. I gain 30
Three at the
pounds
same
and
time.
lose it twice a year.
Oh yeah, if you want to just do.
Hell, I carry an
trippy.
extra
Let's
9
get it
pounds
done.
every morning.
Let's get it done. I want 6. 8 is
Mhm.
enough, but I'll take 6.
But here's the deal. I'm not gonna 6. I'm with you. I'm not waiting 5.5 years to get all 6.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna just like a harvest. Day
Put
one.
4 in me.
3 months later is the second one.
Yeah. Oh,
3 months. So 9 months
so
later,
the
we got
older one
one.
can teach it in there, teach
but-
it stuff.
Well, but instead of waiting another 9 months for another one, I just got to wait for the next 3 because he's just growing. So in 3 months later, that next one's going to be coming out, and by the time
Or
he's
just feed
out,
him more.
3 months
you
later,
know?
the next one's coming out.
And I
So-
think, would you have 3 different nozzles then, or maybe that tube's hooked up to all? You can have an extension tube
Well, yeah, you
put
want
on
somebody,
the
you want him to
feeder.
fight for it a little bit. Make
I'm
him have
thinking
to
like a
work.
trough situation.
And I might be wrong on this, but they don't need to breathe. Babies breathe out of something else when they're in a stomach.
You're hooked to your.
They've got gills.
No, they breathe through their.
I don't know that they breathed through the umbilical
I
cord.
think they do.
Well,
They
it's
got
not.
gills.
it's
and
not
the gills,
breathing, they-
the gills fill up.
They
when
breathe
they come out.
embolotic fluid.
They get the oxygen needed from the umbilical cord.
But the fluid's the most important stuff. Embiotic fluid.
And you can make that.
Well, you could reuse like stuff like
It's basically
the,
Topo Chico.
the original stuff. You could just save enough of it.
Bubbly
and reuse
water.
it too.
Just suck it out of a lady. and just-
yeah, a useless
I already make
one.
bubbly
Yeah.
water, so
Anyways, the name of it would be called Surrogates. SIR.
Surrogates or sure
Nice.
guts?
Surrogates, dude.
got it.
Are you carrying that baby to term? You're goddamn right I am.
I sure am. All the way. Hey, and
Who needs women?
if we could do that,
Not us anymore.
you guys did
Done.
that. Remember me. When you're at work, you need your kids tatted up.
And so I'm saying it all works together.
It all works together. And my thing is if you have that many kids, you're gonna have to number them. Can't keep them straight. Little tattoo
I've
on their neck or something.
I'd say a little barcode or something.
There you go. That's kind of old school, but I like it.
Yeah, well, it worked.
Sure.
They told me that there's a statistic out there about how many Jewish people were killed in the Holocaust.
A lot.
You know how they knew that?
More than
Numbers.
4.
Tattoos.
Barcodes.
You know, hold on. I was listening on. I don't know. I was reading or listening on a recent Alex Jones podcast that actually, along with possibly
He's dead.
the other one, that might
He
have
died.
not even been true. That might have been an original.
Oh, there's so many
that
people
was an
that
original attempt to try to get rid of guns.
the majority of people in most
I
of the
don't know.
world
I'm not
don't
saying-
believe in the Holocaust.
I'm not saying
Or
it's not
surrogates.
true. I'm just saying that I heard that on his show recently.
Yeah.
I believe it.
That's a
happened.
rerun because he's dead
He committed suicide.
Yeah. after he got busted and had to pay. Had to go
He
bankrupt.
said he was at the
4 times.
Parkland. He was doing an investigation live at Parkland,
Oh my
and
gosh.
said that he, but was doing. Just he had a guy on there that was an archivist,
Yeah.
and said that he was pretty sure after research that it was all faked.
Yeah.
You know what's really sad is that one guy that had those 3
I don't
women
believe
chained up in Cleveland, Ariel
Oh man, that fucked up dude, the Mexican.
Oh,
guy.
Ariel Castro.
Yeah, I called him Alice in Chains.
Ariel Castro. There you go. You got him.
Yeah, that he killed himself in prison. I heard
What?
that.
What?
Yeah, hung
Why?
himself. There's such a fantastic dancer.
Heartbroken? Did he die from
Heartbroken.
broken heart?
I think so.
Ass broken.
Well, and cut lack of oxygen when he was hanging.
And it could have been not a suicide. It could have been sexual reasons.
Do you
I don't
think
know.
his band stayed together after he got arrested?
I seen him in a Cialis commercial, so they're still rocking.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down in a hole.
Yeah, a lot of those guys. There's 3 bassists.
Yeah, I know.
They make it work.
Yeah, but one's a guitar.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count.
Boom, bada bum 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 bum, bada bada bum 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 bum, bada bum 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 bum, bada bum. Are you tired of not being ready to please your spouse? Boom, bada bum 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 bum, bada bum 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 bum. Now with Cialis, you can. 1 pill, 6 hours before lovemaking. Plan appropriately.
It's the size of a hot link.
Just as stiff.
Knock her back, you cocksucker.
So, anyways,
Get your kids tattooed.
yeah, and if you're a boy out there and you want to be pregnant, don't sit down and say it's
Wow,
impossible.
Sign up.
He died all the way back in 2013.
Yeah, but we just had his
Wake.
yeah, we just did
Too late.
something in Cleveland. I don't know. They painted a picture of him on accident or painted over LeBron and put that guy looks a lot like that salsa dancer that had it's like not a great painter in Cleveland, dude. By all their stuff. Kind of looks like Gotham City up there in my mind. I've never been.
It's the second city.
I am a little envious of his neighborhood. I mean, he did a lot of bad stuff in that house. Not a single neighbor noticed.
They're mound houses.
I can't go to get my mail with my shirt off without my neighbor seeing me.
Hi.
It's thick walls.
Hello.
See, because you got Kansas walls. And even though they put you a basement in, but the concrete's about 3 inches thick.
Oh, and Kansas loves those picture windows. We can sit out in your living room and
Oh,
see
yeah. They'll put one in the
everybody.
basement.
Oh, God.
Hey, let's put a window in the basement. Dog. No, it's underground, But they do it, and all of a sudden you got cracks, you got freaking soil coming in. It rained. What
Heavy
happened?
rain, no, clear it all out.
Oh, ruined our floor and rained. Yeah, but at least we'll be safe if, 1 in 100 chance a tornado ever hits here. And
we
even
need-
then, you got to be home.
And we have to have a tornado snacks.
I keep a thing of goldfish down in
Cleveland?
my basement.
Cleveland's
Good.
got the
Good
thickest
call.
basements.
Oh,
It's where all the concrete's
Because
from.
you
Yeah.
never know.
it's like
Yeah.
the Texas toast of basements.
But I
Mhm.
wouldn't want to live in Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks.
It does rock.
I think
But
you would.
sometimes
You
it
would
rocks
love
too hard.
Cleveland.
I hate Cleveland.
Oh, you would
You're
love
a
it.
Cleveland guy.
Am I, you
never
think I
been.
am?
Oh,
Yeah.
the music's your music scene.
The music scene in Cleveland is
The
popping.
art scene, the food.
Oh, you're a
Ah.
foodie. You're a foodie.
You know what I like the best about
Oh,
Cleveland?
they got mutton like you could never.
Oh, I'm a-
Poutine?
You ever had
Huh?
a Cleveland baked potato?
No, what I like
Have you ever had a Cleveland? Have you ever had a
I don't
Cleveland
trust it.
steamer? I mean, come on, bud.
what I like most about Cleveland
Yeah.
is the cops don't mess around. Because remember that one time where they had I think 83 cop cars
Mm-hmm.
go and chase down that one couple that was just smoking crack and then just put like 137 bullets through their car for fun.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, they have the
One of
bullets.
the best
that's
basketball
cool.
players in the world's from there. One of the best rappers in the world's from there. And now he's a rock star.
You said one of the what?
Which
What?
one is that? Machine Gun Kelly?
He's from Cleveland?
Sure, bud.
Man, that kind of Bro, it's
Put it
not.
on your Cleveland Mount
How
Rushmore.
the fuck does one of you know that? Let alone two people know where Machine Gun Kelly's from.
I work pop culture fucking.
Yeah, we host a pop culture
pop culture podcast. Fucking this pops.
Duh, dude.
You should listen. We've had Hugh Jackman on before.
I'm just saying. I do. There's some things I like about Cleveland. I like the fact that there's
Drew Carey's from there.
good pizza.
Drew Barrymore's from
There's
there.
good pizza,
Mm.
and
They got a river.
they got
Dr.
the
Drew,
Browns tickets are always cheap because they always
Maurice
suck.
Jones Drew.
Fucking, they got fucking Deshaun Watson in 11 weeks.
They hate Native
Yeah.
Americans.
They hate
They stinking hate him.
them.
Dude, I didn't know they were that close to a big river that looks like it's by the ocean, but it's just
Chocolate
that
milk.
big of a river.
Chocolate
Well,
milk.
they changed their name. They're Cleveland Guardians now.
Nope, that's that. Oh, the baseball team.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. They're not the Indians anymore.
Oh, they still hate him.
Oh,
They hate
more
him
than
even,
ever. They,
hate
changed
him
their
even
name.
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We took your land, but you took our fucking baseball team
Yep.
name.
Yeah, and they were. I loved. I
Was
loved
was
team.
that traditionally native land? I didn't know.
Is it by a river?
Yeah. There's buffalo there, so that's
Yeah.
theirs. They saw it once, so
Have you
I didn't
dusted
notice, I
any
didn't know.
hollows in the old palm tree?
they rode a horse over it once, so it's theirs.
Chief Poops Everywhere laid a dump there one time, and he claimed
Frickin' John
They-
Smith,
they
dude.
called
that
it-
is the
they called
Indian
it a
flag.
No, they called it a Cleveland steamer.
That's right. When chiefs of different Indian populations
Are you talking about the Kansas City ones or?
poop somewhere, that's their flag, so they can claim it. They pooped everywhere, dude.
It's so
like-
crazy that.
I mean, I like the city.
Yeah, the city's nice.
I like how we.
I like the cops because they don't take no mess.
Whether
They don't
shit here or
take-
not. It was their land, just like
No mess.
Well, Casey, technically every land was always somebody else's. land.
exactly. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's just born being like, which one?
Before
which
the
land
Indians,
is mine?
it was God's.
Well, but we were
So
like me.
Technically-
I'm a Scottisher. You're an Irelander. You're a
I'm American.
German.
If we want to nitpick, it's all white people's lands because Adam was white and
no. That's
Eve
false.
was
he had the whole
False,
place.
but that's all
True.
fake.
And Jesus.
All
Adam
that-
and Eve. Adam and
Yeah,
Eve
you
both
gotta follow
white.
the money.
Adam and
Fabrication
Eve
to
both
begin
white.
with. So
Yeah.
all mankind came from this fabrication.
Not disputable.
Well, when you follow the money, it makes
Fabrication.
You
sense.
know,
Follow the
Jesus was
money.
black, and
No, he was not. We're gonna go back to this again.
Jesus was white, dude. He did not look anything like LeBron James.
he didn't
Or
look
Machine Gun
anything
Kelly.
like the people that from the land that he was from.
Yes, that's why they threw rocks at him and made him
Oh, now you
put
know where
nails
he's
in his
from.
hands.
Mhm.
I've been there.
They threw so many rocks it turned him white.
I went there in
Yeah.
Second World, but I've been there.
Drank wine, dude. He
Chalk rocks at him.
leave Jesus
Gypsum.
alone, dude. He's
Hey,
an
let's
Adam
check
and Eve.
these
Man,
gypsum
you know,
rocks
one
that
day they're
black
gonna
dude.
talk about this along with Marvel comics. You know, of all the best made up things in history.
Number one,
Adam and Eve,
number one,
Garden of
She-Hulk.
Eden.
Number two, Jesus.
Yeah.
No, I believe in Jesus. I just don't
Sounds
believe
like
in. No, I believe in Jesus. I just don't believe in your version.
Like I said,
of
made
him.
up.
Well, our version is just as accurate as anybody else's version.
Right.
If it's all made up
Written by
anyway.
Well,
white
if-
man.
If
Well,
you
they're
want
the
to
only
go,
ones that could write.
if you wanna go
Anglo
Casey's-
Saxon,
if you want to go
right?
Casey's direction, it's technically Asian land
Yeah.
because the
Mongolian.
Bering Sea used to have a land bridge, so
Yep.
all the Asians migrated by foot. Sea levels rose, land bridge gone. Asians slowly
Stuck.
turn
Mhm.
into Native Americans.
Everybody,
Farce.
Indians.
Therefore,
Farce.
What?
What?
Farce.
And that brings us
you
back
saying
to
forest?
the chink in your neck.
Farce.
There was no forest there.
How'd you get your chink in your neck?
Parts?
farce.
Taliban.
Oh,
like a
your Taliban
unauthorized
workout.
Taliban workout.
Nice.
Those were Eskimos you're talking about, and
Casey, after the show, I will explain to you the land bridge that was there disappeared.
I
Nobody
know
knew
you
it
and
came to
Sarah
the
Palin
US.
can see.
This is
Russia
a Neil.
from
This
it.
is a Neil deGrasse
Yeah.
Tyson
Yeah.
thing that I learned from.
That's right. And he's black.
'Cause Until Christopher Columbus,
Yeah.
nobody
People even
else
if-
was
I-
able to
I mean, but it's like
was able to get to the U.S.
people even Atlantis. I mean, there were so many things that happened before.
Who believed in Atlantis?
Well, anybody should.
I believe
you
in
know?
Atlantis.
I'm not
Not
saying it's
more
right or
sad.
wrong.
In the arms
Anywho, I want to hear about your dream because I had a scary dream myself.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you about it.
I'll tell you mine first,
Go
actually,
for
if
it,
you don't
buddy.
mind, because yours is going to be much, much better. Mine's shorter. And it's the dream itself wasn't scary. What the possible repercussions could be scary though.
Okay.
Okay. If you ever had a dream you act out, like you'd literally, for instance, when I was younger, I had a dream
Fuck
I
a
was
dude.
in a fight. Yeah, if you ever had a fight dream and you're like
I wasn't
punching a
gonna
pillow
say
and
that.
stuff?
Yeah, kind of. I've gotten to where I woke
Kick
up
your
and it was
legs and
real sweaty, and I must have been going through it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. I've had stuff like that where I act out my dreams while I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
I had a dream that I had a big Bowie knife,
Oh, nice.
and I was trying to show my buddy Shannon how sharp it was, and so I was shaving the hairs off my arm, and I couldn't get the hair, so I just kept pressing it harder on my arm. My arm never bled open. Woke up, everything was fine. Here's the scary part. What happens the next time I
I
have
was
that
outside
dream?
with a Bowie knife.
I'm gonna wake up
Hey!
and my fucking arms
Yeah.
sliced to hacked to bits. So if I commit suicide by cutting my wrists
While
at night,
sleeping.
it was a dream.
He
We're
just
having a-
told this as this is one of those preludes. It's
To
how you
suicide.
face this. Yes.
Yeah.
foreshadowing.
Yeah. Mine was
Especially if I do the bathtub. Because you know how I hate that.
I've been sleepwalking into the bathtub.
I was going to kill myself, but then I was like, I don't want to make a mess. So I got in the bathtub. Guess what? No hot
Fell
water. So I
asleep.
got
Fell
out,
asleep.
got out, changed up the hot water heater,
yeah.
went
The
down
gas
to the store.
didn't do that. Left that
Boom.
undone.
Then I thought, hey, no one's home. I'll leave the gas on. But then I
Yeah.
don't want to ruin
I just
everything
don't do it
else.
like Chris Benoit. You know, that's what I say.
So I hooked it back up, waited for the water. Wife got home.
Yep.
Can't do it while she's here.
No.
Wet blankets. So your dream.
Well, it's a lot like yours, because I was sleeping, and I made a decision at some point where we were watching. There's a documentary about Nathan's Hot Dogs, the guy that created Nathan's Hot Dogs, not the actual hot dog,
But
The store.
company- Yeah, the store.
The
Yeah.
store.
Nathan.
Nathan. And he come over here, didn't have any money, and he just started working, and then it's one of those kinds of stories. And then he bought the land, and then
Yeah, I'll give you a job, Nathan. Mop the floors.
and he's mopping floors and all that stuff. And it gets to the point where they're selling 75,000 hot dogs a day.
Wow. That's a lot.
A day.
Yeah.
And then they're selling
How
all
much was
kinds
he
of stuff.
selling them?
And by
Is
the
it-
way,
This is a corner lot.
$1?
it's a corner lot, and they're selling 5 cents. Nicola
Jeez.
Nicola Frankfurter.
That's a lot
What
of
were they
Frankfurt.
paying? What were their margins? They paid
He
a
was
penny,
making
2 cents there.
Maybe he's making 75,000 pennies a day just on doggies.
That's nice.
And guess what? They got burgers.
Buns.
Fries.
They said some of the best seafood was at Nathan's Hot Dog.
What?
Yeah, they had a
lobster
whole.
roll,
Been
maybe?
there. Is this in San Francisco?
No, this was the original one on Coney Island. This is Coney Island, New York,
Oyster
like New
po' boy.
Jersey.
Wow.
Then they started. One of the brothers wanted to expand, and that's when they started doing them all over. And Nathan says a lot of times that's what ruined the company, but the expansion of
Expanding,
it,
yeah.
because it never was the same family feel anymore. Now it was
No,
just now
all
it
over
was
the-
publicly traded. It was
That's
everywhere.
what the
crap.
original Hardee's
People
family
taking one
said.
bite, throwing the
Mhm.
rest of the hot
If you
dog
go to
away.
the original
Yeah.
Hardee's, it's some of the greatest food. But
And so I did want to fall asleep to that because that's a lot of wieners to dream about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
So-
so many wieners.
I turned it off and turned on. I turned on just to
Rose.
recreate. Oh, that was a really bad
Rosemary's
joke.
Baby.
I won't say that. Turned on The Office. Yeah, shouldn't say that. Turned on the news and watched the Arkansas police beat that kid in front of that convenience
Oh,
store
that-
just to go to sleep.
Good one. He
Oh,
did well.
everything's right in the world. now.
Deserved it.
You're just saying something
Like
family
counting sheep.
oriented.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
but as I decided, because a lot of times I'll go to the bathroom before I go to bed. I'll go pee, just so I don't wet the bed or something.
Smart.
So I went and pee, and then my bed's so big, it's a queen size bed.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
boys.
Jeez.
I know. It doesn't have a headboard or anything, but its footprint's queen. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
imagine a queen size bed. That's mine.
And you have a new bed frame.
Literally foot frame, no bed frame.
No, yeah. And so in order to walk to my area, which I like to sleep, I got put in the corner lot of the bed. You know, the against the wall.
Yeah.
Away from the door.
Right.
Because I have to walk around, and there's 2 tables. What are the nightstands or bedside tables?
Nightstand.
Bedside tables that are catty corner, so it gives me about 6 inches to squeeze through. And then
That's big enough. Yeah.
yeah, you can do it, but it's a lot of, I feel like Catherine Zeta-Jones in that Laser movie where
Yeah.
she
Oh,
where
she had to flip
Remember
around. Yeah. I
Yeah.
Charlie
remember that.
Chaplin turned the feet sideways.
and
Waddle
sometimes it's like I don't, I walked through it, the minefield, to go to the bathroom.
Sure.
And I'll look in there and my wife's snoring, and it's like I don't want to go back through the minefield to get. I'll just go lay on the couch because ultimately that's where I'm going to be.
Perfect. Yeah.
So I laid on the couch last night, and that's what gave me the chink in the neck.
Right. Did you
But-
turn something on?
Kink.
The Office. Just
Oh,
fall
that's
asleep
right.
to The Office. And I had my phone, so just and my phone was about to die. Fell
I
right
love
asleep.
Stanley.
Fell right asleep. And it's later seasons
Creed.
too, without Michael. And you know what? They didn't get a lot of run, but pretty good
Yeah,
little show.
great little season.
Once they got past the Will Ferrell couple
Yeah.
episodes, then it was decent.
It was better. So, in my dream, dude, I'm at. I can't tell if I'm in the Heston house. It doesn't feel like the house I'm in now.
Okay.
But I'm out on the porch waiting, and I think that I'm waiting for you. We're gonna go do something.
Everybody is, dude.
You know what I mean?
You know?
But then a car pulls up, a Plymouth. It's like an old Plymouth. I don't know. It's not a Barracuda, but like
It's
a
a dart.
4-door Plymouth,
Sure.
and it was that gold color that kind of changes in the reflection of the light, like chameleon paint job,
Not the old school gold, but like the new school gold.
like the new school gold.
Okay, not like
It's a new
brownish
paint job.
gold, but
Yeah,
like-
it was a
It's
newer
like
paint
a Plymouth
job.
Laser.
And I
Two-door.
recognized the guy that was driving, and he honked. He did not get out. He's like, honk. It's like, all right. I recognized him, but I didn't know who it was, but I got in. Like, this must be who I'm waiting for. And I noticed as we were driving, I figured out who it was.
Shaq.
George Floyd.
Really?
Yeah.
You saw George Floyd?
George Floyd. And he's looking at me, and we're talking. We're just having, and he hands me a cup, and it's like a big,
Don't drink
the
it.
chalice, you know,
Like a pimp
like
cup?
a pimp cup.
Yeah.
I take a drink of it, and we're
You
just,
never die.
and then I tell him some joke, and he starts laughing, and he looks at me and says, "Man, I'm laughing so hard I can't breathe." And then I woke up.
Oh, shit.
See,
What does that mean?
it means God smited you.
I woke up in a sweat, a hot
Shit.
sweat.
Should have helped him, dude.
My neck hurt, a chink in my neck now.
Should have went right back to sleep. Helped, man.
Was the car a spacious car?
I couldn't find him. I went back to
By
sleep.
the way,
He was gone.
get his name out of your mouth.
Yeah, dude, it was
Get
like
his
um,
name
Did he have
out your mouth.
Did he maybe have the gangster lean, and when you're sitting in the car, you had to be uncomfortable, kind of raise your own head up, no
Oh,
headrest
yeah.
support?
That's
Maybe
why you
that's
got
what you're
it.
doing.
It did have the, what is that movie, that Quentin Tarantino movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood feel. My whole dream did.
Yeah.
Like there's always like a weird musical background and pot smell in the air, maybe, you know,
Just a general malaise.
a haze of pot smell. So
That's my old high school room, bud.
yeah, I know. Belle Plaine High School, where Casey learned all about the world while high in a room.
All right.
Tell us about what Jesus looked like. Crazy.
That looked like the zigzag man.
Where Conrad learned all about the rude jerking off.
I went to
with his
freaking
buddies.
Stations of the Cross and met Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, he was there. And
I went
then,
to church. I did all that gay stuff.
were you there when they crucified my Lord?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sometimes it causes me to tremble. 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 Station 7.
I watched that guy lift the cross. That big
Station
muscle
7.
bound.
Jesus.
Have you been Stations
carries
of the Cross?
cross.
Go. Get high and go.
You'll love it.
That's intense, dude. He drops the cross for the first time.
Station 10. Jesus is nailed to the cross.
Yeah. It's a freaking hard thing to watch I was probably 7 years old. But I knew Jesus was white. 'Cause I seen him. And I don't know what that has to do with my dream at all.
I don't know how you got a sore neck out of that whole deal.
I don't know either. I had
Figuring out that Plymouth, probably.
no. I usually don't sleep with a pillow. Do you have a pillow that you like?
Yeah, I just got a new one.
Is it my pillow?
It's a
Pillow?
Mike Liddell, yeah.
I did. I got a new one from Mike Lindell, and he sent me a free coffee machine.
Oh,
My
he just
coffee.
doesn't-
He's making
I know he
coffee.
does coffee. I didn't know he did
does
machines
slippers,
yet.
too.
Yeah,
And slippers.
Yeah.
yeah, and I've got his hoods,
Got his
the all
whole
white
collection.
hoods he does. I do those.
Yeah.
What?
He
I
does.
do
What?
have-
No.
They
Oh,
get
those are-
stains on them, really.
Some say they're pillow covers, but I use them for
Oh.
I got his shorts. They're
Oh.
jean shorts. They're David
the Mike
Dukes.
Liddell
Yeah.
pillow
They
cover
call them
hoods.
Davids.
Davy Dukes.
Yeah.
Got your Daves on?
Well, he cuts holes in them, and I think it's to help you slide them on better. But
Yeah.
if they're right where eyes would be, I mean,
Sure.
They're breathable.
I use
Yeah.
them to slip them on the pillows. What they're made for.
Breathable
Well, they're
pillowcases.
COVID hoods, aren't they?
Oh, that's right.
That's
Masks.
what they're on the website. They're called COVID hoods.
I got
Just drain the COVID
some
out
boots
the
from his
pillow.
brother Jack's. Jack's boots.
Jack Lindell.
Jack boots.
Jack boots, yeah.
That's nice.
Dude, I don't know if a lot of it I think that I should start protesting again. I think the dream was like,
Again?
to get back on the streets and freaking stand for
Yeah, you
something.
do.
Again?
Yes.
You don't stand for
The last
something,
time I was at a
You'll fall
protest,
for anything.
the last time
sit
I
down a
was
lot.
participating in a protest,
If you
I
don't
was
stand
like,
for something,
5.
you'll kneel for
is it a right to life meet?
you'll kneel for what you're told to.
My mom dragged me. She made me a sign.
Well, we need a good cause. Maybe we go
You
back to
should
the
start
original.
protesting with your mom.
I did when I was 5 years old. I held
Well,
up
I
Maybe we'll
said
go back
start.
to
Okay,
the original
rekindle-
Nathan's and
Abortion's
Rekindle that
murder.
flame.
bring my wieners back. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, they're still there.
No
Nobody
gays
cares
at
anymore.
weddings. No gays at
that's true. I
Gays can come, they just can't get married.
can't get
No, I don't
married.
think they're allowed on the property.
It's against God.
No, she'll allow gay on the property.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. So she
Just
has
not
lightened her
two.
stance.
Yeah.
Since she's got into politics, she's lightened her stance.
Yeah, not really. She's going to be,
Well, I mean, she wasn't allowing them on the property.
she didn't allow him to get married. She allowed him to
She
be there.
did. She did protest.
One at a time.
She did protest enough at Schlotsky's to where they.
Well, that was to
brought
bring back the flatbread, you know.
No, that
She
was
did.
the
I
mackerel
know.
hoagie,
Oh, yeah. She got an open-faced hoagie
Yeah.
back at the Slotsky Deli.
and it's all mackerel.
Mm-hmm. Dude, she's a go-getter. I don't know what.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
She's ran for office more times than that Kolbach dude.
Chris? Chris Kobach? Take his name out your mouth.
It's gonna be hard. He's a future attorney general
That's true.
Skin Man said he had some sort of
of
confession
the world.
Oh,
from this
Yeah.
weekend. Some sort of
Skin fashion.
I
Yeah,
hope it
the
Can we call them skin fashions?
skin fashion.
Welcome to another Skin Fashion.
Skin fashion. I'll play his music
Thank you. I have one on here if you.
if I need it. I might.
I got the same one you have.
Usher
Okay.
Confessions.
I mean, just in case you want to back up
Confessions
to
song.
yours.
See if this one works still. Skin fashions.
So last weekend, I was not here because we went to Wisconsin for a wedding, and there was not a wedding.
Is this time we can ask questions? Or
The
is this
the
dramatic
groom
pause?
had COVID, but we were not going to lose $500 on the Airbnb.
So
we
you
spent-
knew when you called us there wasn't a wedding.
Yes,
Why don't you just tell us that? We wouldn't give a shit.
because that wouldn't have been funny.
How long did this
It
guy
would
have?
have been funnier
COVID?
than it is now.
He'd gotten it Monday.
Well, it's done by Friday, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sunday it was done.
Did they do the wedding Sunday?
No.
Oh.
No, it's still postponed.
Are you going up for the re-wedding?
Did he really get COVID?
Was
Or
he
did he get
really in
COVID?
Wisconsin?
Oh, he
Did he
did.
get cold feet?
His
You know
eyes
what
looked
I
like a
mean,
pair of
sir?
assholes. It was bad.
Yeah.
But
That could be a lot of things.
he bounced back. It was under. It was 6 days he was sick.
Are you sure you didn't just have herpes flare?
Oh, just take a couple ivermectins.
Hey, everybody.
Right.
Thanks for coming out to the wedding. I can't talk to you. I got COVID. We'll see you all in about a month.
Especially you, Skin Man. Thanks
Yeah.
for driving up from Kansas, guy.
Thanks for driving 3,000 miles, but hey!
Skin Man said, "Don't worry, I brought the monkeypox."
But it was a 15-hour drive. We made it.
One way?
Yeah.
Where to Wisconsin?
I do.
So you
I'd be-
spent $8,000
I
in
put the
gas
map
to
on the
not waste
messenger.
500?
Hey, I'm taking your fucking
It's just-
salad shooter back for
It's
gas
just
money.
under the upper peninsula of Michigan.
When he showed us the map,
Yeah.
he's
I could
like,
I could
coulda
piss
swam.
on the border.
yeah, he could have swam to Canada across the lake. So he went to Canada for a wedding.
That wasn't happening.
And it didn't happen.
Yeah.
That's a vacation. You went to
That's
Oklahoma.
called just a vacation.
You went to Oklahoma City to hang out in a hotel and get mad at your family. I mean, that's
I had a freaking great time.
So we hung out with cousins on
30
Saturday.
minutes. 15 hours. There's a
Wait,
difference.
very similar.
Were those
Sunday we
cousins
drove
that,
back.
were those cousins that traveled there as well, or
No,
cousins
they
that
they
were
lived
already
there.
no.
we should have a
Nobody
hot
else
dish.
drove for more than 45 fucking minutes away, like
But-
nobody else would.
Guess what? He's going again next month.
unless
I think it's gonna be next spring,
unless
And
they get
she'll get
monkeypox.
Yeah.
right
No.
after.
COVID should be over
Right
by
after the
then.
great
COVID
thaw.
should be over by next year, right?
COVID.
Yeah, it'll be over by next year.
Did you?
Oh, is there an election? It'll be back.
We're midterms. Once midterms are passed, it should be over.
Yeah.
It was going to be over after Biden won.
Did I what?
Yeah.
Was there no discussion about the groom just saying, "Fuck it, I have COVID. Don't come near me, or I'll still get married."
No, I'm good.
It's like, yeah, it's canceled. And it's like, well, if we don't go, we're gonna lose $500. So we spend another $300 in gas.
Did you think for just a split second that maybe he doesn't have COVID and he was just trying to get you not to come,
No,
and then you still showed up and he goes, "Well, fuck, now I got to cancel for real."
Yeah, there could be that, or
I would never do that to a skin man. I'm just saying.
he doesn't want to get married.
Yeah,
at all.
we've all been married.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's bound and determined to make an honest woman out of her.
Now, which one are you related to, the woman or the man?
The woman.
And I'm
Okay.
sure it was COVID and not Covidina,
This is
the
the
Russian
first-
prostitute he was
Nice.
found with.
Is that first cousin or second cousin?
First.
Okay, then I won't ask the other
Yeah,
line of
if
questioning.
we would have went to high school together, we would have burnt that fucker to the ground.
because she's from Wisconsin.
No, because she's a psychopath.
Yeah.
I love her to death.
Wait, his bride to be is a psychopath?
Oh yeah.
And
Sounds healthy.
I've got COVID.
this guy is he British or something?
No,
Is he African American? That community seemed to have a tougher time.
No,
with
he's
the
American.
disease. But is he
not only is he
Black American? I
from
should say.
Wisconsin, he's also from Rhinelander, which is the home of the Hodag.
What's
That's,
They're Highlanders.
that's the
You're
town
just
next from
making up
Highland.
words.
I was going to say they're Highlanders.
Cut their heads off. They
See,
glue
my
it back
tr-
on.
And the Hodag is a made-up fictional deal to bring people to Rhinelander.
is there a soccer team there or something? I feel like it's
Oh,
a soccer team.
P.T. Barnum almost bought the deal that they had made. It's like, oh yeah, this is the Hodag here,
Is
But
it an animal or something?
but it's it's a
Part meese, part moosey.
It's like a jackalope of the north.
No, it's
it's
more
kind of like
cantaloupe.
a horned ox.
I think ox have
I think
horns.
oxen have a horn,
I've seen a furry fish once.
like a rack, a big
No,
rack
like
on an ox.
clear across the spine and across the
Oh.
tail.
Okay.
Oh,
It looks like a horned alligator or a spiky lizard,
like an iguana.
but as big as the table that you're sitting at.
Like a monitor lizard.
Right.
That's a mon.
Have you ever seen a monitor
And did
lizard?
you want a McAfee, dude?
On the
Freaking-
No,
steroids.
we should go.
Disgusting.
You might
I'll
wait.
pass.
It's good. I
Yeah.
think we still got time. 3 hours left.
So they made up a fake giant lizard.
Yeah.
In Wisconsin.
And this was like 1920s.
I thought they were the Buckeyes.
Did they not
That's
educate
Iowa.
in the 20s? They didn't understand cold-blooded, hot-blooded animals
No.
and lizards in Wisconsin and
They
cold
didn't need
can't
to.
live.
They're
No,
badgers.
Well, no, but if they
the
could live there,
newspapers
that's
were
what
just
made it
lying about whatever they wanted
crazy,
to,
you
and
know?
everybody was like, "Oh yeah, it was in the paper. It must be true."
Next question is Rhineland a thing?
Couldn't
Is
trust
that a
the
war?
media.
Is that a country
Sure.
place?
Yeah, it's
city,
where you-
state?
It's a town,
It's where the Grand
Jeez.
Old Opry is.
Rhinelander.
Rhineland.
Rhine. It goes.
I had a similar trip
Big
this
German
weekend. I drove
population, I
6
assume?
hours to go, 2
For sure.
hours to a car
and
show.
Rhine was from there.
Where did-
Um,
Cheese,
Well, I
cheese
drove
Rhine.
three-
and
German,
2.5 hours
Swedish,
there, 2.5 hours
Scandinavian,
back. I mean,
Yeah.
so round trip, 5 hours
a lot
That's
of logging up
close.
in that sorts.
to go to 2 hours, but just to get a picture.
What are you talking about?
He said he also drove. this
I
weekend.
drove 5 hours this weekend to go to 2 hours
Oh.
of a car show, which is very similar to his 15 hours to.
the
drive back
lowrider
and-
show.
No, it was, there's maybe one lowrider there.
Just give me one. I can't believe
Old car show. I mean,
that
Hot
was your
Shots.
confession. Two, I
Scouts,
can't believe you went through with it.
and that you didn't tell us last week.
I've been like, well, it's canceled. I'd like to go hang out, and I know you've
That's
already
$500
lost
Yeah, you lost your
$500.
Airbnb. That's the problem.
He
bud.
wouldn't give up $500. He would. No.
No, but also you
Did you
got.
have a good time?
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
waiting for you.
Yeah. He didn't mind. He don't mind driving.
Yeah.
His wife didn't seem
Yeah,
to mind.
the Airbnb is right across the street from a bar.
And was
He
there?
was at a lake.
There's family
Yeah.
there that you got to see that wasn't stricken with.
It
Yeah,
was
but they-
almost a family reunion.
Yeah.
We had
Nobody came out. They're like, well, he's in town, but the wedding's canceled.
Yeah,
Right.
But some of them would probably show up.
Yeah.
Did any?
Not for Zach.
Yeah, they'd like
4.
4 of them.
Skin Man, I would have done the exact same thing, except for two things different. Number one is that I never would have told that I lied. And number two is I never would have told you guys I was leaving to begin with. I just would have left, come back, and never mentioned it, ever.
It's true.
Well,
He would have said he was coaching.
it would have
football
turned
like
around
he's
to
doing
bite me in
now.
the ass coming this spring. It's like, I'm going up to Wisconsin for a wedding. Another wedding? No,
Yeah.
it's the same wedding.
Oh.
Wait the hell a minute.
Well,
Yeah.
on top of that, he
You're
was
Well,
still
that'd
gonna
be
go
fun
to
because I wouldn't.
Wisconsin.
You could have just said then a couple family members couldn't make it, so they wanted to redo it.
to redo it. Yeah, but he called in last week from there, giving
Yeah.
us pictures and updates. Now, he could have done that from home.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
Not from that lake.
I do promise you this, guys. If I ever renew my vows, which I'm really looking into,
Don't make the same mistake twice.
You won't invite us. Thank you.
I'll invite. I want you to be there.
Two
Expect
negatives
you to
equal to
be
positive.
groomsmen. I mean, you got to be on the altar with me. Make this thing legal.
Groomsmen,
altar?
Okay, yeah, you got your three.
But what I'm saying,
Him?
No, I'm
he's
not.
an usher.
I'm not there.
Like the great
Dong,
rapper.
dong,
gonna be at
dong,
a-
dong. Oh,
you're gonna be at a
that's
church?
not Usher.
You know he's gonna wear a T-shirt of Black Jesus. if
Yeah.
he does
You know
that.
that none of these things that you guys say about me are true.
He's going to go into
Yeah.
that church in blackface. Every
think
Jesus
he's
sculpture that's in
Arabian,
there.
not black.
If you want to renew your vows,
Yeah.
I will spend the $50 and become an ordained
Oh.
minister.
Yeah, but I'm gonna find the guy that did
I'll
it the
do it.
first
That'd
time.
be funny.
I think Reverend
Better.
Skin Man has one hell of a ring.
What if
to
I
him.
get ordained
Father
as a
Tom.
What if I get ordained as a Catholic
You
minister?
had Father Tom. That was? Did
Yeah.
Father Tom marry him?
Yeah.
No, it's any denomination.
I think Father Tom.
I know, but I want to do it as a
He's
Catholic.
not a priest anymore.
You can.
But I would.
Father Tom isn't?
He's not a priest anymore. He's back in Burma helping with the insurgents.
We'll fly his butt back.
Oh, for the
in.
Russia thing?
He got fired for stealing the money for the new parking lot at the church
Oh, really?
and gambling it,
Borrowing.
borrowing it. Trying to-
No,
investing.
reinvesting is what you're calling.
And he was human trafficking Burmese immigrants.
Oh, so he's one of the statistics.
The
Yeah.
good ones.
And he was dropping them off in New York long before frickin' Abbott was.
Sure.
He was just driving up. It was just a bus.
Yeah.
Wasn't a big bus.
Yeah.
A short
Call
bus.
him a criminal. I call him a pioneer.
But anyways, if I get COVID before my vows, I won't say a word, and I'll invite you guys, and we'll have the damn wedding.
Fuck
We
you.
know you would. You've done 2 shows with us and told us during them you had COVID.
I'm
We
just
fucking
telling you, like,
understand.
if I get stricken with COVID, I could have it now.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not.
we
gonna say
know. We're all aware.
Yeah.
Well, you literally
Yeah.
the first time you had COVID told us during
Guys,
two
I
and a
have
half hours
COVID.
into the show that you had COVID.
You would tell the entire group, the entire party at the
Wedding.
reception as you're giving a toast after we've all been
By the
around
way,
here
I
for
got
an hour and a
COVID.
half.
Ding,
Yeah.
ding.
Hey, thanks to COVID to everybody for being here.
Dude,
That's
whatever.
why I'm here.
People at Golden Corral didn't care.
That's true. They did. And you
They
touched
don't.
everything
I
there.
touched everything
Yeah.
in there.
And I
I'll
want to
tell you
thank my
what,
kids for being here,
Don't
even
tell
though
me.
they have
Don't
pink
tell
eye.
me.
tell you, I'm
Don't
looking you
tell
right in
me.
the eyes.
Don't
when
you
I had
tell
those
me.
big old grapefruit balls, I wallered on in here. I set my ass down like a real man. I told you straight in the eye. I said, I got big balls, bigger than normal, which is huge. 2 big old grapefruits. And I said, I got COVID.
You did. I
Sure
remember
did.
that.
I mean, I didn't know it by
But
then.
that's
I didn't know
not
it grew those
better.
balls.
That's not. That's
I think it's a prostate
very-
issue.
That's a vaccine.
yeah.
thing.
It has nothing to do with COVID. Zero to do with COVID.
I listened to Cardi
Mhm.
B's
So
podcast. It's the vaccine.
Woman
you
of the
just
year.
No,
kinda-
that was
just
like
kinda
that's-
smack
you
'em a little?
You're not releasing correct. That was all that was. You've learned how to do it better since.
No,
Yeah. Have you juiced since?
I have never
tacky.
juiced.
Is it tacky?
You've juiced.
I've juiced one time 19 years ago.
I'm talking about rear juicing.
Huh?
Rear juicing.
Rear juice?
Yeah.
Diarrhea?
Yeah. No, milk. Some people call it milking. I call it rear juicing.
Nope.
I like
I
my-
haven't juiced. I've juiced
I
once
think you've juiced.
in 19 years.
Interior design to be
He
just like my
he did a whole
semen.
episode about
Tacky.
milking your prostate, and I call it rear juicing.
That was
Tacky and outdated.
Chip. Chip
And-
does that on
and-
occasion.
And non-consensual.
well, that's just the poop.
Exactly.
He calls pooping and juicing.
Dude, I was thinking about this. Do you guys, and I think about it probably more than you, because guys don't live in Oklahoma. Shannon sees this a lot.
I do. I see.
In Oklahoma, what you'll find is people have the same basic physical setup: head, shoulders,
Water
Knees
Knees
head.
and toes.
knees, toes. Yeah. But the issue in Oklahoma is a lot of times
Head,
in their
shoulders,
mouth,
knees, and toes.
no teeth. You know what I mean? A lot of these dudes have
Yeah.
no teeth,
But you're in a lot of
Honesty.
you're in different parts of Oklahoma, like the okay, never
and it's
mind, you're
statewide.
regular.
It's a statewide issue.
Stay away.
that like the
No
crack
floor, but they
lanterns
don't
out
do.
in Missouri?
They're the
Yeah.
anti-fluoride in the water people. You know.
Oh yeah, we don't want any of that crap. We'd rather lose our teeth.
No, by the way,
No,
it's
this is
in
meth.
every town.
Yeah, and it's meth related a lot of
Yeah.
times. But
I mean,
I had
But I think it's a lot. Just really also people that go to fucking taco trailers.
No,
Oh, I always talk about
you're
fluoride.
saying
Fluoride's
you're
in
saying
everything.
different part of Oklahoma. It's like saying it's a different part of the rectum. It's
I know,
still
I
a
was-
rectum.
I know. I was.
Mhm.
I was trying to be.
Yeah, it
facetious.
was
I'm
really
not
good.
at
I
it
big
woke
word.
up, got out from underneath
not good
that
at it.
bridge, and up there was a taco truck. They were selling tacos. They said, "Oh, they were so good."
I can't believe
didn't even
Betsy's
have to
came
have
back
any
3
teeth.
times to eat our tacos. You know.
Well, the thing is about, I remember growing up in Kansas, more teeth in Kansas, and people would have,
So many
A
teeth.
few.
Yeah, but that was back in the '90s
but
when
even
everybody
people
had teeth.
had the discretion, like if they did lose them for whatever reason, ATV accident or
Meth.
fist fight or war,
Sure.
they would get a fake, and remember the fake teeth that would clip on to the other teeth, like a retainer?
Oh yeah.
So
They're
Yeah.
called veneers.
I had a coach, Coach Holt. His name was Holt. His last name was Holt, Mr. Holt. And when he'd teach science, like all great coaches, and he would remove, and it would be like these two, and then one back here. Some of them you didn't even see, but he
Hockey
pulled a
player.
retainer out.
Oh, happy
Yeah.
Halloween!
They're connected like soldering wire sort of thing.
Right. There's like a electrical, like a circuit board
Yeah.
almost with teeth on it. And he'd shove that in there. But I was thinking, if you got all of them removed, because my Grandpa Jim, you guys have seen him in Willy Wonka.
Yes.
He has had all of his teeth removed.
Every one of them,
And he's just
top
got,
and bottom.
he's got denture, but he's smart enough to usually keep his denture in. But every once in a while, you'll roll in unexpectedly.
Oh yeah.
And when it's like taking your bra off for a man.
Freaky, dude. Well,
Yeah.
so
No,
it's hot. You get a boner.
What I'm saying is, when a woman gets home, she takes that bra off. She starts rubbing underneath her because it's been
Oh,
bra wire all day.
Yeah. It's moist and then it's
Yeah.
dry and you gotta kind of
So Grandpa Jim, he'll just yank out those teeth and just sit there and let the air hit his gums and watching freaking Sports Center.
let those oral cavities breathe.
Yeah, dude. But here's what I was thinking. Do you think Oragel is like the freaking greatest thing ever for a toothless person?
I don't know. I think that's a better question for the tooth beaver.
And I'm not saying Orenthal, the guy that freaking cut his wife's head off
Right,
in
yeah.
Beverly Hills. I'm talking about Oragel.
You saying great? Wait, is that the numbings? That's the glue stuff.
That's a numbing stuff. Like you get a little bit of an ouchie, you can squirt it in there and it numbs up. It's like a antiseptic or something.
Yeah.
If
It's
you,
pronounced Jim Beam.
I think if I had no teeth, I'd just layer it into my gum.
What? Why?
And
What
then
would
put
be
your
different
dentures
from
there,
that?
just
than-
kind of.
What would be different from that than having teeth? Is just like
Because you'll bite you'll bite your tongue if you do it. You won't feel your teeth and you'll bite your tongue.
Yeah, you
Good
bite
Get
call.
the
those
wires.
teeth out, you just sit there, you can do anything.
There's a reason
like
you don't
being
feel your
high.
teeth because you ain't got none.
It's like heroin, I bet.
Yeah.
So, and people would come over, family. What's going on, Grandpa? Nothing. I don't know.
Airing out my teeth.
Have you had good moonshine?
There's no. That's no. I've had moonshine, so it was probably the good stuff.
Okay.
Somebody had said it was good.
Because when I drink moonshine, I will take a shot of it and
Yeah.
then just set the jar down, put the lid on it, and then swish it around in my mouth until I cannot feel my teeth.
I do that with cocaine. I mean, when I
Sure.
used to do
You-
cocaine.
And
You don't
that's a
swish it on your
good
gum.
shot
Well, I
of
don't
shine.
swish it around.
Yeah.
I just put on my. I call it a nummy.
Your gum
Nummy on my
holes.
gummy.
There's so many nerves and there's so much stuff in your gum holes.
Oh,
And the
So
the
many
shine
gum
knows
instant.
this.
Oh, instant high.
Get that mouth high.
That's
Apparently we
that's where the shine attacks first.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, look at all this
You think?
open
Yeah,
prospect.
and do that, and then he probably has like some sort of weird biting thing, like he's got an old leather belt that he just kind of
Yeah, dude. Or if you're
just to
with,
feel the pressure everywhere.
Oh yeah.
could you imagine? This is gross, but some people do it. If you went down on a woman with no
Ew.
teeth, I know,
Yeah, dude.
I know, but you could bite as hard as you wanted to.
Oh,
They would,
Man.
and they would love it.
Summer's a bummer if you don't go to Gummer, dude. You know what I mean?
And there's no difference.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? Like
No
if you put a camera,
Sure.
which a lot of people do, put
No.
a camera down there,
Yeah.
Don't put a camera down there.
you
turn-
wouldn't know which one's the lady.
Right.
You know,
If you turn your mouth.
you pick. You know, whichever one you want it to be.
I don't know. You're playing dangerous game there because old
Mhm.
Grandpa Jim could get back up, throw those dentures in, and 2 hours later, he's got a hair stuck in between the gums and the dentures.
Yeah. And I think that he would not have ever done that anyways. because he was more old school. You know, sex was not.
Anal.
It was anal. Yeah, it was more. It wasn't for
Only
pleasure.
with your buddies.
It was a purpose.
Yeah.
Back then, Dust Bowl times, you didn't go in. It's a Dust
He's
Bowl.
not that.
He's born. Yes, he lived through the Dust Bowl, Casey.
What year was he born in?
I don't know. He's like
What year's
88
the
years
Dust Bowl?
old.
He was pretty close.
You don't know Dust Bowl is, did you?
It was like the 27 through like 32 or 33.
It's probably wrong. But we won't look it up to make sure.
Yeah, let's not turn this conversation into research.
Yeah. Anyways, he
We'll
lived
leave
through
that
the
to the
Dust
lady
Bowl.
He was
listeners at
Dust
home.
Bowl. He was Dust Bowl.
He
for
had
sure.
and that was during his formative years when a lot of kids now are watching Pornhub. Grandpa Jim was just covered in dust all
Yeah.
day.
He learned his sex ed from the barn,
hmm
and they ain't no cattle going down other cattle.
If you see a damp spot, you do it.
That was pretty.
Overlapped, yeah.
1930. You said 1920,
I said
Eight. He
27 to 35 or 3 or something.
and then you
like
showed
that.
us numbers that aren't those, and said
I
I'm
said-
close.
I said 30 to 36.
Then we'll start
I was
19.
3 years off.
3 years is a long time. We had a whole pandemic in 3 years.
No,
know how
we
much-
might in 3 more.
You know how much ground spiting he
Does,
would do?
Does Grandpa Jim chew?
He used
Used
to
to.
Did
every
he,
day.
No,
Did
he
he-
gnaws.
Has he ever done the dentures out, put a pouch in there, or
Oh.
pinch, put the dentures in?
No, he didn't get that pleasure because when he lost all his teeth was because of
Chewing, so
Chewing.
he quit.
I know. Well, now he's
so the day they said, "Hey, you got to take your teeth out," they're gone. He's like, "You should have quit chewing soon." He's like, "I'll quit now," and then he never chewed again. The
But
day
here-
they took him out.
but he already lost his teeth.
I know. I had this
But he
argument
also
with them
he still was fighting
I mean,
cancer.
you could put a skull
20
band,
years ago.
put a skull bandit in between the dentures.
It's
and
like
the
you were
gums.
there. It's like you're having the same conversation I was having with Grandpa.
Just saying.
Grandpa,
by the
you're
way-
gonna quit, dude. You did it. You made it.
You done did it.
You lost your teeth.
Now
It's
they're
not
gone.
your-
Now you chew all the time. What's gonna hurt now?
It's not your teeth. Why are you so angry?
And he's
You afraid
he's
they're gonna grow back, Jim?
passionate. Freaking passionate, dude.
Listen, Dust Bowl was in 1930, but here's the Great Depression was a year before that, 1929. And I don't know who is up here making these lists because they put Hurricane Katrina 2005. Like,
Nothing
Katrina?
happened between.
we're talking Katrina now. I mean, you lived through the Great Depression and the Dust Bowl. Well, basically at the same time.
You gotta remember
and Katrina.
Katrina, because you gotta think about
Imagine
it.
if you did all 3.
Where did we get the best recipes? Dust Bowl and Hurricane Katrina.
No, that's true.
They're both
You're right.
recipe related.
No, that's true. That's true. If they're going by recipes, then that's why. And the Great Depression,
mm-hmm.
because they were eating like toothpaste cake and stuff. You know what I mean? Like it got a little extra.
It was
shoe
high
polish.
starch in the 30s.
Well, it is the yin and the yang. You want to research the driest disaster and then the wettest disaster.
True.
Oh, that's true.
You
Hurricane
gotta think,
Katrina
though,
was
in the
Too
dust
much
bowl,
water.
Everything
I don't know.
is
Me in
dusty
high school, the girls
You're
had
not
some
gonna be
pretty
able to
good wet
start an engine.
disasters.
Very dry disaster.
because it's packed full of dirt.
and not many people had automobiles
Yeah,
in, the
no one
thir-
had
in
engines.
1930.
They had
Well, they didn't
cows.
have horses either because they couldn't breathe dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was where
They
the
didn't
first
know that then.
masks came
They knew
from.
it after it blew through.
You
They're
couldn't
like, shit.
bring the horse in the house.
The only horses that survived
Why?
the Dust Bowl were the ones
They
that wore
shit
the
on the
hoods.
floor.
So did people.
You know what I mean? If you put the hood, because a lot of times those hoods that you
Oh,
bought,
Yeah.
they had
Mike
horse
Liddell,
versions.
the Mike Liddell pillow hoods.
Yeah.
equine versions.
They all lived through it because they had good masks.
Mama
They had
don't allow
the
no horse
original
shitting in the
Liddell
house.
Mike pillow hoods. Well,
This has
why
nothing
they-
to do with
that's
the
why they made
KKK. My horse can't breathe.
That's why they made the hoods so big. They also fit pillows. You know,
You know, it was a different time back then.
that was his grandpa.
No mosquitoes.
That was Grandpa Lindell.
That's true.
Mhm.
There's always a
They
plus.
bitch about it, but no mosquitoes, no flies.
That's a good thing about having the drought.
Yeah, no
here in the
fucking
Midwest. There's
malaria. Guess what?
I just
You
said
don't
it.
hear
No
about
mosquito. I go
malaria
out
in the
every day.
United
It's a
States.
billion degrees, and the mosquito's like, nope, I'm dead.
Yeah.
No water.
No crops.
West Nile virus is back though.
It's back, but you know that. Just that
We're not even
one
talking about it.
That one speeder.
If I had West Nile virus, I wouldn't tell you guys either.
Thank
Just so you know. And I don't even know if that's contagious.
I'm pretty sure it's made up anyways.
Yeah.
Like fibromyalgia.
Like COVID.
And Zika virus.
You kicked. We're gonna get.
I had
deplatformed.
West Nile once. That shit ain't. It's a lot like COVID.
You had West
Wait, you
Nile
had West.
and COVID.
Have you told your leg doctor this?
You haven't, have you?
What?
told your leg doctor that you've had COVID in West Nile.
Yeah, we talked about it.
You got the attention span of a
No, I
fucking
listened to you
2-year-old.
There was a thing about sausage and penis. I'm sorry,
I think that proves Eric's point.
but I still heard I heard everything you were saying. Yes, I told my doctor.
You've got my sausage
What,
in your
Casey?
penis. You've got your sausage. That's two great tastes that taste great
It's my
together.
only way to not constantly interrupt and talk over everybody is to be on my phone.
Dude, if you did that during one of the Palestinian training videos,
You'd be
they
dead.
would behead
Oh.
you.
But I
did it.
wouldn't.
They did it to one of them.
Yep.
It's
I would
freaking
never be on my
disgusting.
phone during one of them.
I'll teach you to swipe left.
Because it's crazy because they didn't do a one clean shot. They had to hit him again.
Oh yeah, you don't sharpen that thing right. It's
Gotta
not,
sharpen it, dude.
dude. It is an art to get a head off in one shot.
I guess so. They're not artists.
That sword there would take 6 or 7 swings.
That's not a head chopping sword, though.
No, that's more of a
The
fucking
piercing.
heart stabbing
Yeah, it's
sword.
stabbing sword.
It is
Frog-
heavy though.
frog-
It could chop some shit.
No,
but
that's
it's
a
not.
4-day interrogation there. It's not going to kill anybody, but they're going to wish they were
Oh,
dead.
oh yeah, that wouldn't kill nobody.
Not in one day.
Have you guys watched They Them
I
yet
don't
on
think he
Hulu?
knows how dies.
I was
happen.
going to do,
I did not.
but I ran into
Stab
that
you right in the
stupid
throat with it, I
documentary,
mean.
man.
Oh yeah.
The McAfee one.
Kevin
good.
Bacon stars in They Them.
Why would you ruin the fun?
He's back at it again,
True,
guys.
okay,
Is
you're
it a documentary or is it a show? Is it
It is a movie. It was a theatrical release. Straight to Hulu though. And
Is he in the Mike Tyson documentary?
no, he doesn't have to after this movie. He better win a freaking Oscar playing the camp leader for a LGBTQ Reformation
yeah,
camp.
yeah.
Oh, straightening camp
Yeah, because Casey, a lot of these kids,
needs straightening.
they want to be normal. They go to this camp willingly.
I don't.
And Kevin Bacon is top-notch psychopath actor.
He could
I
play
mean, he
every.
melds straight into that.
Oh yeah, Tremors, Footloose.
Yeah.
Um,
There was this
Invisible
super
Man,
villain thing. I can't remember what it was.
Hollow Man.
Maybe that's what it was.
The Encino Man.
Encino Man is in that. Was he in Pretty Woman, or am I mixing him up with a different man?
No, it's a Rain Man.
That's Richard
That's
Gere.
Julia Roberts.
Richard Gere.
Yeah,
Richard Gere.
he played Joe Dirt, Tommy Boy.
Richard Gere.
That's David Spade. Same kind of thing.
Give him your cord.
That's They Them. Here you go. Plug that bad boy in. Yeah, I know.
And now give
Oh.
him the other one.
That's the red herring. Oh, it's good. It's going.
X-Men and R.I.P.D.
Yeah.
Both bad guys.
Holy shit, that had put her glasses on.
I know. She's back.
Nope. Those are giant eyebrows. I don't think I could watch that.
Dude,
I
it's,
can watch it.
it's a great movie.
Oh, I could hate
That's
watch it.
probably one of the least attractive group of homosexuals I've ever seen in my life.
You say that.
Those
They're
they
real,
had a
they're
search.
real life in it, bud.
I know they
God,
had
my
to search
mic
high and
stinks.
low for that low
Yeah,
caliber
But
of
you remember when
appearance.
Clint Eastwood made that film about the train where the U.S. soldiers
$1 Million Baby.
were on the train? Not that one. Is after that.
Old
Remember-
man.
No, there was the movie, and it's based on the true events
The
where
mule.
they
You,
w-
The staring
310
at
to
goats.
Yuma.
no, they were on a train,
No Country for Old Men.
but
Soul
not
Train.
not a train like a person train, not a train like a
Human
car.
centipede.
Bridges of Madison County.
That's it.
I think it's in France.
Schindler's List.
And then the
There's people on
terrorists
trains
got on the
that.
train,
Tombstone.
Where
And-
Eagles dare.
and three off-duty armed forces guys stopped this guy
Wild
from
West
doing.
World.
Oh, what's the one
terrorism.
with the monkey and they're fighting? I
Every
think it
Trade
sounds
Loose.
just like that one. Yeah, every which way is loose.
But anyways, what Clint Eastwood would do
There's
would,
no Clint
Vegas.
Eastwood train movie.
yeah, he made this movie and he put the people that actually did
So he's
perform
not in
this
the movie?
in the movie.
Unbreakable.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, is this the one with Brad Pitt? The
no,
one that just came out?
no, it was the one where
Snowpiercer.
he put the guys that stopped the terrorism, the armed forces guys, in the movie as stars of the movie.
Wait, is this the France
Yeah, the
train
France
stabbing?
train. Yeah, and that's what this guy's done. This director has put real gays.
Wow.
Are you talking about Train Spotting?
That's a drug movie.
The
I think.
1517 to
Trans Spotting,
Paris.
different things.
15,
Sorry.
17, that's it.
15, 17 to
Never
Paris.
heard of that movie.
It's a freaking awesome
You just
movie.
described it. How have you never heard of it?
It was a real thing.
It really happened. It really happened.
A lot of empty chairs. in that
So
one.
did he cause it?
No, what I'm saying is it happened. Then Clit decided this would be a
Oh, he
great.
remade it.
Yeah, and he
he
made
wasn't
those guys
original.
relive it. But one of those guys that was there also was involved in like one of like that dance club that got shot up that Bob Saget shot up in
Right.
Florida.
I don't think
Sounds
Bob
like
Saget
that
did do
dude
that.
may have been doing these things just so he can get acting gigs.
Or he's what is
No.
that?
He's like
What's
the
that?
fireman that
what is
starts
that?
fires.
You're supposed to get killed. You're on the list.
Oh, yeah.
Next,
Guy.
whatever. What
Aaron Burr.
we
you know-
got next.
You know what I'm talking about? Where if you escape fate, it keeps killing people until it kills you.
What is that
And
called?
then,
Paris 13.
You know, natural selection.
World War Z.
World War Z.
That's
Next, natural. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know
Natural
what,
Born Killers.
You know what I'm talking about. You're just
I
doing
have
this
no
one.
idea what you're talking
Yes.
about.
Cagney and Lacey.
Like they were in a plane wreck and the guy got off the plane and then the
Flight?
plane still crashed, but then he lived, but then shit,
Sullenberg.
he started happening, then he started
Sully.
fucking dying.
Sully.
Fucking go to
So-
come on, help me out,
Is
Steve.
lost.
Go to
I could be
Go
lost.
back here.
Is it lost?
it's not lost.
Castaway.
Steve, help me out, man. Go down. Steve's got it down there. Oh, he doesn't have it.
15, 17 Paris actors. 15,
What's all that popping?
Hi,
up?
Chris.
17
Loves.
Paris actor.
No, that's not.
It's on his. It's his thing. It's
Also.
him typing in his phone, bud.
Yeah, I turned that all the way down.
Well, I know, but
Spence-
then his
It
thing
sounded
won't
like
work. But
goldfish
then his
eating.
thing won't work when he presses play.
Well, when he presses play, he
You
gotta
know,
let
I
me know.
hate them goldfish eating all the time.
Oh,
Spencer
just
Stone,
shut
I
up,
think.
goldfish. So huge.
Spencer Stone.
Trying to drink my Jim Beam over here.
I think he shot up that
Yeah,
nightclub or
it's
something.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know why his phone's. It doesn't. Usually, I don't know if because the setting I have on there, but it's working.
His nickname's Captain America. Just so you know. Spencer Stone. I think he's the one that then shot or was at the nightclub.
Was he American?
Or he was at the Jason Aldean concert. Yeah,
Steve said those guys were from Sacramento, which it could have been.
they were from Sacramento.
What's the movie I was talking about, Steve?
I don't know what movie you're talking about. There's a plane and you're gonna
It's a
die.
bunch of high school kids, and then they're going on a trip.
Butterfly Effect.
There you no.
Oh, okay. This is what it was. On October 8th, so they did the movie and they got all these awards. In August of 2015, they were on that train. Then in October of 2015, he was stabbed at a fight in Sacramento. So he got off the train, got back home after saving the
Safe and
train,
sho-
and got stabbed
Wow.
at some place in Sacramento.
I think that's how Con Air started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just need that
And then he
little.
got on that plane case he was
The
talking
bunny.
about.
Where's the bunny? You know. I don't know. All I know is like that's bad luck. You got to be
Yeah,
Or
if you
great
save,
luck.
if you save,
a
save the
train.
gravy train,
And then you get back to Sacramento and you're a hero, and
Final
somebody stabs you.
Destination.
Did he die?
No, he lived.
the one with the soccer team that eats each other, I don't know. Is that it, Casey?
No, Final Destination's the movie I was talking about.
Final
So,
Destination. I've
That's
heard
the
of the
cave
Final
movie.
Countdown.
That's the movie with those kids in the Chilean
No.
cave.
That's
Oh, I
like
watched that.
That's
That's,
the one
actually
he's-
really good.
Like 6 kids get off a plane, and then the plane wrecks, and then the order they would have died. Then there's like 5. There's like Final Destination 5, and
I've literally never heard of
Was
that.
that the soccer
movie.
team?
It's
that
a video
crashed in
game,
the-
isn't it?
No,
I'm saying that one. You know what I didn't know about those
I'm
kids
sorry.
that they
The
saved
Chilean
them?
soccer kids?
Yeah, you know what I
It
didn't
came
know
around
about
the
them?
same time
Or
as
how that-
Scream, so you guys
how
were
they
probably
did it?
watching Scream. I'm sorry.
How did they do it?
Dude, dog. They gave them all ketamine.
Ketamine.
Ketamine, the drug.
Yeah.
Why?
I watched this movie. I'm like, when you hear the kids got out of the cave, you know what I mean? Like they all made it out alive.
Yeah.
You're like, cool. You know what I mean? They went down there, they put a helmet on them, whatever. No, dog. When I'm saying cave, they had to swim like 4 hours underwater. I mean, there was a couple checkpoints where they can get up there and get breath. Well, they knew the kids couldn't do it. I mean, if they freaked out at all
Right.
anywhere, they
Yeah.
would just lose their shit.
And they couldn't bring like oxygen to them.
They did.
Yeah.
So they got the oxygen bottles down there. They put their helmet on. They taped them up. They zip tied them. And they shot them with ketamine, knocked them out, turned them over to make sure they were breathing in the full helmet
hmm
because it was a full helmet. Then turned them back over, then dove with them and got each one of them out with them knocked out. And then they had a checkpoint where they had to shoot them the right.
hmm
There was a doctor down there and they had like weight for all these kids. And he had to guess because he didn't know. It's not like they took a scale with them. So that as much as the ketamine to knock them out.
But
So
they all probably weigh about the same.
no. Because it's just a weird soccer team. I mean, it's like
I'm
it's like
saying
a
the
football
soccer
team.
players all look pretty much the same. Football
Yeah, but-
players are different.
Yeah,
If
like
there's one
pros.
thing I know about Chilean boys, they're all about the same size.
Yeah. And it's crazy that same guy, Spencer Stone, was the guy that saved those kids.
I know. And then he went home and got stabbed.
Ketamine's like a horse tranquilizer sort
Yeah.
of thing, right?
That's all they had over there.
Oh,
So-
that's what The Rock takes or
They
puts in his
flew in. They
tequila.
flew in this doctor.
That's
that
what I.
was
That's what I
that
also
also
go
did
to
it.
sleep.
And they went in there, and it was just crazy because it became that part of the movie. I'm like, what are they talking to this guy for?
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna all. He's talking about going in there and put them all to sleep to kill them. You know what I mean? Because it was early in the movie. Like,
So you're
what-
saying they can design a way to get Chileans through water
Asleep.
asleep,
4 hours?
4-hour swim.
4 hours. Well, they
Well,
went
and
swimming.
it's cave swimming. It's not like they're
The thing
swimming
is,
across the
Chileans
ocean.
are great swimmers. You should have let them use their own
I'm
natural
just saying,
4 hours.
It's
If
probably
you're-
beautiful underneath there too if you have a light.
Well, it was when it was somewhat clean, but you're talking about it's
Oh,
Chile.
it's-
So the people are pooping in the caves. I mean, it was all
Argentina throws all their trash in there.
And it was all flooded caves. It was all murky, dusty, and nasty water. and
crappy,
shit.
dude.
hmm
Like old condoms floating through there.
I'm
So, like,
saying
Old
Okay.
Budweiser cans.
what it was actually a pretty good movie.
I don't
And
know. The water looks beautiful.
great place to meet kids.
Yeah. Well, they're going to show you the best
already,
picture.
yeah, they're already trapped in a cave. You know,
Even Wisconsin looks good on Google.
Yeah.
Once you
That's
get,
without the cave pooping.
you get there, you realize, oh,
I don't
it's
know, man. You're
Wisconsin.
swimming upside down, sleeping through caves like this. That's beautiful,
That's
man.
not Chile.
Dude,
That's,
that's not the
Alaska.
cave
It
they were
says
in.
chili con cavo something.
Chili con queso,
That's
dude. It's
different.
a food.
I'm telling you, just go watch the movie.
I'm just swimming in a bowl of cheese.
It's not that I hate you guys. It's just really that I don't like you.
Swimming
That's
in
kinda
a
what it
bowl
came
of
to.
cheese.
I'm sorry that we try not to utilize our phones. We use our brains.
Yeah,
And they suck.
Brain
I mean,
power.
I'm sorry. I hate
I mean
to
it.
fucking be the
If
guy
we
that
make up the
points out.
stories ourselves,
You make up
we
stories.
remember
You
better
think God's
things.
real. You
You don't even hear the rich and famous saying, like, guess what? We're going to Chile.
no, you do hear him saying it.
we're gonna go spelunking in Chile.
One of the
Yes.
divers thought he was going to Chili's.
Why don't you look pictures of Thailand and they'll
He
show
thought he
all
was
these
going for a
beautiful
2 for
pictures.
20, and boom, he's in a different country, and they're speaking ding 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 ding, and
They
they're
don't
like,
speak that Chili.
I love
See,
that
this
song.
is-
It's Bill
you
Paxton's
need to
last
do
role.
the Chile. You need to do the Chilean army fucking workout, and then you'll
I
know
gotta
more
know
about
Bill
their
Paxton's
culture.
actually in it, man.
Yeah, Bill Paxton.
He was a fucking great 3-point shooter for the '90s Bulls. Okay.
I'm talking about the actor from
Oh.
Big
You're
Love.
thinking of Gary Payton.
Yeah, the glove.
Wow.
I don't know much about Chile.
dog, you're
The
mixing,
food I do.
That was
The
a
food's
good out.
great. I'm telling you, you're mixing two things.
Chile.
You know, deep dark cave and water. Now I'm poor. I like to go on tours.
Listen,
on
I've been
caves.
saying I
love
thought we were
water.
doing free chili for a different reason, and I did not know
Oh, it's not
that
the
free wasn't
it's not
trying
the
to free.
It's not
You
the
got
country.
water.
I thought we were
Not the
doing free Tibet and free chili. Not
No.
You add them two together. Gross.
And don't tell me there's not a part of you that wishes slavery would come back, you weirdo.
Yeah.
No, you set
No
me up
one
for
said
free
that.
Tibetan chili, and I'm in.
Those guys, Chilean,
Chinese
the
chili, the
Chileanese,
Chinese chilies, the cheap.
the Chileanese, dude, you get them up here. It's an auction block, you know.
I don't know if you're talking about the what are they called? What is the race that they were?
Stronger than look, you little.
That is
Negars, the Negars.
The
not
Weigers.
that I want this to
Wiggers,
happen,
there
but
you
that's
go.
interesting theoretical conversation of if slavery was alive today,
It is.
would it be an auction block or would it be like a Barrett Jackson situation or bring a trailer
Or
I think
online
it would all be
auction?
online. I
eBay?
think it would be all online.
reserve
Oh,
not
with
met?
COVID.
I think it was since COVID and
It'd be-
after that it would be all
I
online.
think it would be an option between online.
No, I think you'd feel
know
better
because
not.
You have people
No.
that were there.
You gotta
Well,
feel the calves.
Amazon would have the fucking
If
thing
they got strong
marketed.
calves, they're in
corner.
for me.
Yeah.
Now that's my own
But I'm
personal.
telling you, Amazon would corner the market and it would be an online only deal.
No,
Plain
because
and
even
simple.
Barrett
Wrong.
Jackson, they got the big money guys there too.
Yeah, the top-notch ones would go to
Yeah,
Barrett
you know
Jackson.
what? You know what Amazon hasn't got? Calves. They don't
Nope.
have any bulls.
Yeah, you can. You can
can't buy
fucking
any cattle.
bullshit.
Nope, you
Get
can't.
on there.
You can't buy cattle on
I
there.
wouldn't.
And
I
you
wouldn't
can't
trust
buy.
it.
You can buy
'Cause
humans.
just like slaves, I
I don't
want to
think you
feel
buy
their
live
calves.
things on Amazon.
You can on Wayfair.
Oh,
You-
fair.
If you buy a
Used to be able
gazebo
to,
on
you can't no
Wayfair, you'll
more.
get
Get a
a
free cow.
Tibetan.
I mean, that's a double.
Soldier.
That'd be a double whammy, though. If you were a slave, that's whammy number one. Whammy number two, they put you on eBay and your reserve doesn't even get met. That's just
Sad.
disappointing.
There's not any. There's not a
Reserves
silver
taken
lining.
off, guys. The reserves taken off.
And I would never write a coffee table book called "The Silver Lining of Slavery." That'd be inappropriate because
Right.
there isn't one.
You would call it slavery silver lining.
But what I would say is,
Second slavery.
for a bunch of, because they weren't getting paid, amateur singers, a lot of those songs still stick around today and are very good.
Oh, don't you know? That's
You
the
know?
sound of the man
brain
working
on the chain.
And I just want to say again, I not that I want slavery. I'm just saying.
Oops,
We
I
should.
How
did
would it
it
work
again.
I cut the
One of my
corn way
favorite
too
slave
low.
hymns.
I picked. Are we just?
That is one of my favorites.
Not slavery's greatest hits.
And another great idea for reparations. Let's start it up. Let's give all
Jolson's
African Americans
Slavery's Greatest
royalties of old slave songs. So anytime a movie says anything
Yeah.
like that, they got to cut a check and everybody gets a slice.
Let's rethink everything going forward.
I think that's fair.
That's perfectly fair.
And I don't know legally. I don't know where
What you do? Or how you do it to get an album
no.
out with slave songs?
I know
But
we
I
can.
need to call an attorney right now.
Yeah.
Oops, all slave songs. 2022. Or
Now that's what I. Now
Dude,
that's what I
that's
call
was gonna
slavery.
say. Now 2022. Oops, all slave songs.
Oh my God!
And to be clear, if you're listening, you just now tuned in. We're talking about Chile,
Well, yeah, but listen,
Chileans, guys.
guys.
they went
we're
back
not
and they
talking about
celebrate
people.
the
New
Negro
style.
Hall of Fame. You
They
got
do
the
what?
Negro Hall of Fame.
The what?
Baseball Negro Hall of Fame.
You can't say that, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, what?
Freaking, this is America.
You got to
Stop
say
saying
N-word,
that.
man.
The National
Yeah.
Baseball
Talking about
Negro,
Chilean slaves,
Negro
dog.
Hall of Fame.
How can they have a Hall of Fame for a league that didn't play against the best?
They were the best. What are you talking about? That's like saying boxing.
They still do. They call the
Boxing
NBA.
didn't count until, or didn't only counted up until the 20s before they, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like basketball stats shouldn't be kept after Pistol
Listen,
Pete retired.
If
or,
I learned anything from Colin Kaepernick, it's that even the modern NFL is a form of slavery.
And
They're
we're all
still doing
slaves
it.
to our phones.
We're still doing it.
we're all slaves to a lot of things, to our desires, to our jobs,
All
to
right.
our.
Stop with your sales pitch, Casey. We know you like slavery.
No, I'm just saying, join my plantation, not fucking Conrad's. You know, it's this new market. You got to recruit them.
Yeah,
you know, you can't. You
can go to
can't just
Casey's.
fucking.
Be a lot of Googling.
Are you,
You
trying
know?
to tell me you got to bait them in?
No, I'm telling you
can't-
that I bring
you
him
can't
here
do
with
that.
love and fucking safety. And at his place, I can't guarantee what you're gonna get.
I'm not. It's not gonna be like a
Sunshine and
Candyland.
happiness.
It's not gonna be a bad one. It'll be.
Casey wouldn't even give them names.
I'd say it'd
Oh
be
yeah,
three
right,
stars.
right.
He'd number them.
Bullshit, bullshit. They all have names.
Slave B&B, I got 3 stars. Okay.
Well, that and Conrad's got the parkour set up out in the backyard.
Yep.
Parkour. And just so you know, we always, when we're referring to, we're only ever talking about Eskimos and Chileans.
And Chileans.
Those are the only people that we would ever even consider, and only to give jobs. You know, only to get on their
Listen,
feet. And
People are.
we can
people.
learn a skill.
You're telling me that there's not. I know that my friend Aaron in Atlanta would love to have a batch of Chinamen working for him.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Black
Oh,
people
the
hate
Bucket
Chinese
Brigade?
people.
That'd put out some fires.
I don't know if that's true at all. I'm not saying it's not. I just don't know that it is.
Oh, do you remember that time when that black guy and that Chinese guy were hanging out?
Nope.
Yeah, I do.
I
No,
do.
it's the movie.
It was what was that?
There was a long time ago when I hung out with my black friend. His name was Eddie.
4:30 in the morning.
Me
Gotta
and
shut
my
the
widow
corn.
black friend hanging out
Gonna walk
again.
out of my shack. Don't want to see the boss no more.
And Derek Rose.
Got a fire barbecue. It's
And Derek
cold outside.
Rose. Let's eat
Get my
egg
gloves on.
rolls.
And turn the ribs around. And the whip goes down. And
I'm
the
a
whip
China
goes down.
man. You can do it. buddy.
Anyway, we can do that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a safe thing to do.
Yeah, we'd have
Probably
to.
not.
We
I mean,
got to get
we're
more Chilean.
Chileans. Yeah, we got Chileans.
We got to get more Chilean with it. I don't know much about the
Got a
country.
cave down there dark and deep, and I went going swimming.
Put him to sleep and swim him out. Put him to sleep.
Making all these Nikes and these knockoff Apple phones.
Can't keep them straight now.
And I need someone to clean my
With
home.
those snacks. They ain't
Slavery
like
rolls.
the slavery rolls. The whip goes snap. Okay.
No.
Thank you.
Chileans, guys, Chileans.
Anyways, they got those kids out safe.
We're
Yeah,
Thank
cave
God.
kids. Thank God.
Hypothetically.
Thanks, white Jesus.
Didn't lose a one, right? All survived.
All survived, dude. Except for
Thank you, white Jesus.
there was one Chilean
diver.
a diver, special forces
Now, if we
that
had a
didn't
celebrity
take the
death
American
match,
and the guy from down under. They had a guy from down under. I think that's where the doctor was from, and he
Oh.
got tricked into coming because the other two divers
Crikey!
were like pros,
I don't want to swim in a tunnel.
and they said, "Hey, come to Chili's." And like, yeah,
You
just
call
one
that
shirt.
knife?
And then he got on a plane and he got there. He's like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
are we? You guys go get the kids." He's like, "No, we're gonna kill them." That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But he didn't actually say that. He says, "You know what I'm talking about." He's like, "Dude, I'm not knocking out kids because
Mhm.
That's
It-
so Raven.
And
when
one
they
of them-
pull it, they're gonna hit their mask. You know what I mean? It's gonna load up with water. There's
Well,
nothing you
Reagan,
can do.
because
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't want to drug
And you won't
kids.
see them either. You won't know that their water's in their mask.
I guess it was pretty because it came down from the mountain, so it filtered through.
Well, I'm just
So
saying,
it's-
if you're swimming and you're dragging, how many kids per?
it was like 30 kids, dude.
But so you
How many?
pull.
How many per
One.
swim?
There's
One at a
30
time?
divers,
No, there was like
or there's
Four.
7, like 5 or 6.
so you tie
divers.
like
So do
5
the kids are getting
kids.
passed out, and the ones that are still awake or watching kids get knocked out, or they put it like a sheet up.
Yeah, they hit it for a while. They're like, the coach was down there. Remember the coach? He was making a meditate. stuff.
Fucking
The
well,
soccer
Dauber?
coach. The soccer
Hayden
coach.
Fry.
Yeah, he was
Fox?
down there.
Oh,
And he was like, okay, we're going to meditate. Everybody close your eyes. So they were kind of issued. They would put these little kids in this little diving suits, and they would knock them out with little needles.
Dauber was down there. It
Dive her down, dog.
wouldn't have taken long.
Yeah.
No.
Dive her down.
He just swum like 7 of them.
There's a one creepy diver who's like, all right, we're gonna inject him with this stuff, and
Yeah.
then he starts unzipping his pants.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Hey,
Oh, nothing. What are you guys
He
doing?
keeps
Hey.
disappearing with kids for a
wetsuit
little while.
stays on. And then
Hey,
they pull
I
up,
made an agreement to do this.
and they're kind of floaty. You know what I mean? I mean, kids, people, they kind
Are
of
they?
floaty.
Are they?
Yeah.
I thought they
buoyant.
So they're-
actually sunk.
Yeah,
It's
they're
salt
hitting-
water.
They're
hitting
buoyant.
all- I mean, cause some of those little cave,
Thunk.
Did they film it?
Sorry, thunk.
those little
Sorry.
deals like that.
How did they
It's
get
like
to
real
where they
small.
were at? Where they
So
were
when they
at?
pull them out, they got the can on it. So you're hitting rocks. And
Yeah.
you don't know if you're going to explode down there. You're going to explode a kid. And they're hitting their
Did these
heads on
caves
shit.
flood
Yeah.
while they were in them? Is that what happened?
I don't understand.
Yeah, they went all the way
That's what
in.
I remember.
Yeah, they went all the way
I
in
remember
to
the miners
rain.
that got stuck. I don't remember the soccer team.
Those
But
guys
they were
died.
minors.
But the kids,
No,
they
the
were,
miners
they were
got
all
out
under
too.
18.
They weren't in the
Oh,
majors.
that was okay. I get you
Yeah.
now. Maybe I was misunderstanding the story the whole time.
Well, they were firing. Didn't they drill like a hole like with the bank tube in
Blanks.
it?
They were
And
they
firing
tried to blow them out with fireworks because they're good at fireworks.
But they were putting like licorice down there and stuff for
They're
the
trying to
kids to
scare
eat.
them?
Yeah, they drilled holes down. They drilled a chute that they could drop.
before the
beef jerky
the
and shit
heroes,
down.
the white Americans came in.
Yeah.
The other guys never reached them.
Whatever,
Mhm.
they were
Like,
getting
they're
food
special.
to them and
Nope.
shit.
The special forces never reached them. So when the Americans went in there, like we done did it,
Yeah.
dog. Like they had brought Twizzlers and cakes and stuff, and whatever, like little roll cakes.
Ding dongs.
Threw them out and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Searched
So
out water
after
on
they made it,
Those
then
little
they started
Mexican
taking
drinks.
some of the pro Chilean divers down there. One of them died because he freaked out. His tube got caught, freaked out. So
Yeah.
he just,
Well, because
then they
Yeah,
had to
his
get
tube
that
died.
American tied it up.
body out, throw
Out
it
of the
away.
way.
Yeah, because it was stuck.
Well, you don't want to freak
I mean,
kids out swimming by
Easier
dead
if you just
people.
cut it up, though.
They did. They
Take
had
it
to
out
actually cut
pieces.
him out of there. I mean, they just took it like the can off because it was really stuck. And so they chopped him up, threw him out of there. And
They
then
did
the
not
rest
do
of them were
that.
kind of freaked out because they were like, now the cave's haunted because it was before.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I
you
mean?
are
Right.
unhaunting it by killing somebody else. And
You know what's so weird about this though? If
Deep
Casey
down,
was
they're real good.
I'm just saying, when I watched the movie, I
Correct.
didn't know any of this stuff.
That
I thought
Jesus was darker,
Huh?
right?
Yeah.
If Jesus was dark.
If he was.
that's why they survived this.
No, because if Jesus was down there, if these guys are just little versions of Jesus, they would have moved the rocks.
Yeah.
Jesus was stuck in a cave. It took him 3 days.
Or they just would have split the water.
Hold on. There's been
Oh, that
many
was
times of
Moses.
miners in America
no,
been stuck.
it's Easter.
He was white.
If Jesus was
That's-
white, I mean,
Yeah, Moses was white.
Well,
Yeah.
Definitely white, dude.
no.
Amos Moses.
Yep.
Well,
What?
I mean, no. No.
I've seen the movie. He was white.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
It's Steve Carell.
And there also,
You know-
by the way, there was no Peter.
Well,
Paul.
while I was
Uh,
clacking around, I had to watch it. And I'm telling you,
Peter
you
was
learned some stuff.
Muhammad.
How to knock
Paul
out kids
was
better.
Chaim, or
Oh no!
Well,
Don't
see,
start
now you're just
mixing.
being-
That's insensitive.
Yeah.
You ever tried to get a 13-year-old in a wetsuit, dog?
Gotta
I tried to get him out.
I've got him out of him, but I've never got him in one.
Lots of Crisco.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
That's
to get
what was
him
my
out.
lot.
joke. I walked around work the other day saying I was trying to get like funding for something, and if you're a minority, you get something. They said, "Do you have any Latino in you?" And I said, "No, I've been in a little Latino though before." About I was trying to do like,
Jeez, you think you work at the Funny Bone or
Yeah.
no,
something?
I'm working on my
Grow up.
stand up for the thing, man. I've got like 3 jokes written down for my stand up
What
routine.
are they? That was one. What is
I
that?
have one about Mike Tyson too. I heard
Topical.
recently that he thought his life's fading, that he can feel the end coming near, that he feel like the life's been sucked out of him. And
Mhm.
I said, "Welcome to marriage." That was one, and I was trying to figure, maybe a better way to approach that
That's-
one.
That's the Tom Papa.
And then I had
joke.
one. I had one where I walked around the house. You walk around looking for your phone, fucking for like 10 minutes, but you're mad at your wife because you woke up mad at her for whatever reason, no reason,
Mhm.
because she's cooking you breakfast and treating you good. And she says, I'm like, she's finally after like 10 minutes, you walk around the house. She's like, "What are you looking for?" And you're like, "My fucking phone. I don't know what the fuck you did with it." She's like, "It's in your hand." And I'm like, "You're a fucking bit, and then you just walk out and
Yeah.
leave. So I'm just trying to figure out how to work that one into a joke.
If you put that
That's more of a
the same
story,
joke and
yeah.
you put it on an airplane, that's a ringer.
But I was trying to be like,
Yeah.
you're walking around and you're like, "God, why you always got to be right?" Or, like trying to do like all, I don't know.
And I had this idea. I can't figure it out. Where
Dave Portnoy.
I went to Oklahoma, like a trailer yard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
So
I
it's
really hated this family that was there.
And then I've got a Trump rap I've been working on.
And then
I can't wait for that. That's going to be good.
I kind of just hanging out with his family, trying to figure out what makes them click, so maybe I can make them
It's
leave.
called slavery.
And
You
I-
went to the trailer place, met a family.
I ingratiated myself towards them. I said, "Hey, is there anything you guys need? I'd like to come over. I'm having a barbecue. Make them think I like them, so they'll
Right.
tell me their secrets. I can get them out of there." I found out that the next day they were having this Craigslist reporter come over to take a picture of one of the cars they're trying to sell.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And so when she got there, I murdered her and I put her in their junkyard. And then I framed the whole family. And since then, they've been trying to fight it.
Yeah.
2 documentaries about it.
Wow.
One kid likes wrestling. The other kid was a man, his uncle. He just likes sex.
Body of a
A
man,
lot.
mind of a child.
So
My 10 minutes starts off with why my house is haunted.
I had nothing to do with it.
Not why it is.
Let me
or
tell you
is
why
it
my
is.
house is haunted.
I think my house is haunted.
Make this cave a home.
I hit, and they got this little closet back in one of my bedrooms, and every once in a while you hear like little bangs. It's always in threes.
Yeah.
And so my wife is kind of freaked out, and I didn't want to go back there when my wife was there. So I
Mhm.
waited until she left, and I was like, just hanging out, like maybe it'll do it again.
He went
You
to
let the
Jared.
sex slave out.
I'm like, so I get in there. Let me tell you, it's terrifying.
What did you find it?
I reached for the doorknob. I was getting ready to open it,
Did you
dude.
check it with the back of your hand first?
Man, I was
Sure,
so
was it
scared,
hot?
dude. I was like the cops waiting to go into that school with that
Yeah.
school shooter.
But you were waiting until it was over.
And then it's like, ring, ring. Hey, it's the captain. Come on out to the parking lot. We got some Slotskis and some diet soda.
yeah, get
You know what I
fueled
mean?
up.
So they
I
left.
don't know if is it too early for Uvalde jokes.
What's that?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Still too
that's
I
how.
didn't know.
That's how.
I was just asking
It's kind of
for
a.
my stand-up routine. I was asking. That's why.
You should add it.
No, well, I mean, do what you want. You're an artist.
Well, I am an artist.
Just don't.
I'll paint my own picture.
Yeah.
It's my blank canvas.
Yeah, I know. I'll stay away from.
You're not going to do no Uvalde stuff? So at least I know that that
No.
won't be done up. It won't be overdone by the time I get there.
No.
I won't do no. I
No.
might make fun of the police there. Like a response joke.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's
That
already-
might
that's
step
already
on
been
somebody
done.
else who
You're
thought
stepping
this
on
would be a great topic.
You're stepping on my
for
toes.
stand-up.
Oh, sorry.
Step on my toes.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to step on no one's. I'll just stick to the husband-wife.
I mean, I didn't want to bring up the fact that they
What are
didn't
you
go in
doing
and
for
save
yours?
that kid. I'm just mad at cops in
You
general
been
because I
writing
got
anything?
a ticket when they came
I got
over.
a joke pad. I'll give it to you. You can tell them.
It says you were doing a 45 and a 40. I'm like, all right.
You got to
That's
take.
cool.
For 5 over?
Yeah, for 5 over.
For fucking because you look old.
And I
you
looked
shouldn't
right
be
at.
speeding.
I know. And I looked at him. I'm like, dude, it's my fault. I went 5 over.
And then
It's also the kid's fault for being at school that day. You know what I mean?
did he offer to fix your
Just give me the ticket. I don't care. Write it out.
did he offer to fix the
So he
dents in
did.
your
He
truck?
he wrote it out. And I'm like, all right, see you later, dude. But he says, before I leave, he said, you got any grenades or an RPG in your car? I'm like, that was a weird question. I was like, nah, I shot them all at my nephew's birthday last month, dude. Like, why do we even ask that question?
Safety first, But first coffee.
I wasn't around when they
Safety.
stopped somebody and like got out of his car, tied a band around his head and shot a news chopper out of the sky and started rolling grenades under oncoming traffic. It's like, did that happen? Is that why he asked? Jones, get in my office. Did you not ask this dude that's a Pontiac Aztec if he had any military grade weapons in his car?
Proctor!
Guys, sorry about this meeting. Jones messed up. He stopped somebody. He didn't ask if there's grenades in the car. So we're gonna have to. When you hit the streets, be safe. Ask everybody if they got any military grade weapons in the car
or explosive. Just military grade explosives.
or explosives, whichever. Both. I like the cut on your jib there, Chris. Let's be safe.
Is this just a prog or a
They all
Sparks
round
thing?
out and they hit that sign that says "Civvies suck." You know what I mean? Like Rudy did when he went to play.
He watches a lot of docuseries.
I don't know what. No, he's been watching stupid YouTube gotcha videos to cops, and now he wants to.
No,
Do
I just
that.
thought it was funny. I just thought it's funny they had 50 cops and they couldn't save kids for one
not-
19-year-old.
It's not funny at all. It's horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible. There's a lot
So
of
you
people
are
dying.
doing all the Uvalde stuff then. I'll stay away
Huh?
from
No.
it. Okay.
They
can
should
take-
have sent him in there earlier.
You can
Yes, they fucking.
Well, no,
that's your
this,
job. You go right into it. That's what sucks.
I think
but you
it's
sign
funny
up to go
that
straight into
that
it.
that people are actually asking people about explosives.
Now, these officers don't need to be risking their lives.
I think it's funny that we saved those kids from Chile, then took them to a school in Texas.
got
I
shot.
know.
Yeah,
and then fucking
exactly.
don't care
Now
about
what
it.
do you do?
It's not funny. I think
There
it's
wasn't
ironic.
a cave there, Casey, or water.
Do you ever think about?
If it's safer to be a slave, I do.
Well, there's an alternative: is train for things that you hope never happens. If you train to kill people
Like he
and
does.
you don't have to kill people, then you're
See, now
good.
you got him started.
Oh no. This
Oh.
is what this comedy special. I didn't expect it to go this way.
I was
That's
just
why we're working it out.
All I did was try to tell you my 3 jokes.
They were
but
good, but you got to add more like
I'll get fucking
airplane
pizzazz
jokes,
with
dude.
it. I'll get them. I'll get
Thank you.
them.
If someone grabs
Oh.
you by the throat and pushes you up against the wall, you fucking deserved it. You haven't trained to defeat it. So pull your balls out.
Don't put
and
my
then-
jaw. Don't put my fucking jaw in your pocket, bro.
No, I have
Get
no
your
pockets.
name out of his
Don't put
mouth.
my fucking jaw in your
I
pocket.
have no pockets. I'm wearing a
Dude,
moo
get my jaw out of your pocket. I don't know what is going on, but stop pocket jawing me. You weren't on the bus. You don't understand the jaw pocket.
I don't know where we're
I don't know any of this shit. Man.
Yeah.
I don't. He threw me off track with whatever he was doing.
I just said all that stuff to shut you up.
I could have just went back to my phone.
It'll all clean up in post.
Yeah, we'll edit it
I'll
all
edit
together.
this out.
So it should be it's
We shouldn't save any more kids in caves. That's what we're hearing.
No, we should save all of them. We shouldn't put them in caves to begin with.
I say we take the caves away from kids.
Well, yes, we never let a kid go in a cave.
I do know this though. If there was a bunch of kids in a cave and I had COVID, I would still go down there and save them
Yes, I'd wait 5
with
days.
COVID.
I'm just
Well,
saying,
don't want to expose them
in
to that.
America, it wouldn't have happened because one coach would not be allowed to take 32 young boys into a cave
That's
by
also
himself
that's
overnight.
also great.
And that's,
That's also
one of the
right.
problems that's wrong with America.
I mean, let's be honest. Them getting stuck in a cave is probably one of the better things could have happened with them hanging out with one male adult.
Well, you think his energy
in a cave
wore out
overnight.
after the day one? No.
Talking about him fucking the kids.
I know, I was
I-
too. I said, do you fucking think his energy wore out after day one? No, he was fucking into day 4. No, I know what you were talking about. I get it.
Mid-30s or older man has that kind of stamina.
The fuck 4 days without
Hey.
food?
When you do something you love, you never work a day in your
That's
life.
right.
That's the only thing I can do when I without food and water.
That's because you're not a.
Fuck
You're-
kids?
Okay, I meant fuck in general, but that was a bad. I walked into that. I'll write that one down on my joke list. I'll try to use it better, but I'll write it down. For my
There's one
Don't
thing I've
use
never
kids neither.
retired
That's my
for.
whole. That's all. That's
I'm
my
not.
whole list.
I said I'm gonna write it different.
We
I
were
just-
going to release this on September 11th because that's the only day it was allowed.
Whoa!
And then I find out that it's anti-first responder. And
That's why I wrote it, dude.
Were you gonna call this the Twin Towers special?
no, it's a comedy special. It just happened to be the
Listen,
only
if
date
you-
we had available.
If you're gonna, you gotta swing up. Okay.
You're trying to do this September 11th?
All the
to
first
release
responders gets
it.
paid way too
We're
much.
trying to do it
so
before
swing-
that?
Yeah, so I've been asking you guys
You
to
don't
come
even have
down.
a stage built.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
It's ready.
It's ready.
I mean,
fine.
what do you need as a stage? It's a Go-Gurt factory. It's
Yeah.
made
Okay,
of
it's a-
Go-Gurt.
Perfect.
And
I
it's
mean,
haunted. I'm gonna tell you
I don't know
something
if you've
else.
seen my
that's haunted.
Father's Day picture, but it's a Barbie box, and that was kind of what I was hoping for.
Well, you can do.
You
I mean,
can come out of the bar.
you can
it
bring
with you.
props, Carrot Top. Bring
I
whatever
planned
you
on
want.
it, just the sword, but yeah,
Bring a sword and like a nunchuck
Shield.
set, probably.
shield probably.
And I'm sorry. I thought that's what we were wanted. I thought that's what
Well,
you
no,
wanted.
it's
You know,
that's
when
fine.
in comedy, you have to kind of make fun of the day. You know what I mean? And
I was not going to mention the day.
oh, you wasn't. He was going to go around it. Just,
Yeah,
What day?
I wasn't going to mention it either. I was going to get there and
What?
9/11. I wasn't going to mention.
But you did already. You said it's on September 11th.
That's when it's released. But as
Yeah.
the special has nothing to
That's
do.
not gonna.
I never mentioned it in my 10
unless you
minutes.
release it. Oh, you were gonna do it as the 9/11 special.
It is
You were gonna release it as the 9/11. That's
a
name.
comedy
That's
special.
name drop.
Those guys
that's
from
what I'm
Wichita,
talking about.
comedy special, comes out 9/11.
Yeah.
2022.
You're gonna call it the 9/11 special.
No, you might. I would call it the comedy special.
Yeah.
You're gonna call it the 9/11.
Do you
special.
call Fresh Prince of Bel Air the February 2nd, 1996
Get your
special,
name
or do you just
out of
call it
his
Fresh
mouth.
Prince of Bel Air?
if
The date it gets released is insignificant, unless you want to put significance on it.
if you don't?
It's not the 9/11 special. It's a special that happened on 9/11.
It's better than his first thought was a short flight to comedy, 9/11.
No, I was gonna call it the Black Jesus comedy special, but you guys have already ruined that.
Called it Searching for Comedy in a Muslim World, but that was already taken by
Listen,
Albert Brooks.
we were working different titles of it. 9/11. Enjoyed it second time.
I thought it was going to be the 9/11 Twin Comedy Special.
We made a mistake by scheduling it on 9/11.
We did.
That was a mistake.
What? Why? I don't. It feels like a calculated mistake.
I mean, it's just a mistake.
There's no mistakes that are made that are
It's a mistake.
mistakes aren't made. Happy accidents, maybe.
It was a mistake. That's I'll take responsibility for that.
But, I mean, are you still releasing it on that?
Yeah,
day?
For sure.
but I'm not proud of it.
There's a lot of things released on 9/11.
Yeah, there's a new
We don't
Toby Keith
shut down
song.
the economy.
buddy's
9/11.
birthday's
It's not
on
like COVID's
9/11.
going on.
Yeah, we didn't even celebrate 9/11.
So when are we
past 2
doing?
years.
When are we doing it?
I did.
I've always celebrated it.
We can do it anytime.
Well, I can't do it tomorrow.
He said anytime.
Yeah, anytime you want. What day do you want to take off work and drive down?
Except for Wednesday
Well, you can do it Wednesday night.
night.
We
Yeah.
need everybody there and alcohol and stuff involved. I thought
You already got alcohol. Just drive your walker. Get your Walker Texas
that is
mower.
true. That was the.
Drive
I
down.
wished I would have videoed that. That was the best thing I've done in
What day do you feel funniest
never. I don't.
or creative? Post
maybe on Tuesdays, maybe. But
Well, that's a good day for comedy.
I'm a Saturday comedy guy. I mean, you know me. I'm hot on the weekend.
Well, come down. It's tomorrow.
I can't tomorrow. Tomorrow's the one day a year I have one thing planned for the last 12 years.
Your
I do
birthday.
it every year on this Saturday, every single year for the last 12 years.
Push-ups.
What is it?
It's something stupid. You'll make fun of it.
Prove it. Prove it.
It's my fantasy football thing.
You're right. You shouldn't have told
Your
us.
draft.
Your
Yeah.
draft?
It's the same league I've been in for 12 years.
Are you the commissioner?
No, but it's a huge thing. It's a
Is
thing.
is it online?
No, it's at a house.
Is that Buffalo Wild Wings?
TJ part of it?
Oh, dude. If
Nope,
you're, if
it's
you're
not
beat
a-
up and I want to go,
my buddy
I want to
Matt-
watch Moneyball.
Yeah.
No, it's at his dad's ex-sheriff in his garage. Same place, 12 years, same thing, same board, same. It's our routine.
Tradition.
It's a family tradition. It's like it's my family reunion.
It's tradition.
I don't like anybody there. I go, I talk shit. I've won it one time in 12 years. It's the only thing that I've done for 12 years in a row.
It's an old timey small town sheriff's place.
No, he's a Sedgwick County sheriff. He lives in.
Does he got
Goddard.
shakes?
Oh, so he's not an actual
No, he's an
sheriff.
alcoholic.
He's a sheriff
He
officer.
was a sheriff. Yeah,
Was he the sheriff of Sedgwick County or a sheriff officer?
he was a sheriff.
Like he was
He was the
elected.
sheriff of Sedgwick County.
He was a sheriff.
So he was a deputy. He was
a
a sheriff
deputy.
deputy.
He was a
Sheriff officer, an
sheriff's
SO.
deputy.
SO. He wasn't the sheriff.
He was a cop that worked for the sheriff's department.
Well, it's like saying a cop is the chief.
Right.
Right.
He was a chief.
He worked
Of
for the
which-
You
sheriff's
can't say
department
the
for
sheriff.
a long
but
time.
he was a deputy.
He was a tank commander in fucking Desert Storm.
Okay.
He wrote a book, or there's a book written about him. I don't know, he's a sweet alcoholic, fucking hardcore right wing, Trump loving, giving shit. And I get along with him great.
Wow.
Most sheriffs are deputies. That is.
He was a sheriff officer, not a sheriff.
He might have been the sheriff one time. He didn't shoot the sheriff. He worked for Sedgwick County Sheriff's Department as a cop. I don't think he was the
Wait,
top
hold on,
sheriff.
is he
wasn't
white?
the dog.
Okay.
God damn it! You look like Reno fucking Reigns from fucking Gone in 60 Seconds, bro.
You look like the
Holy
Russian
fucking shit!
mafia dude from John Wick.
You look like fucking my grandpa, fucking right before he died of cancer.
Working on it. Working on it, buddy.
Did
Well,
Skate
any-
Man leave?
I don't know. I think he got mad about Uvalde or something, which is understandable.
Yeah.
But I don't know what side he was on.
It's difficult with Skate Man because if he leaves, you never know if he's gonna go throw up, pass out,
Mhm.
go
Drive to
shoot down
Wisconsin.
quick trip, or pissed off.
Or go save cave kids. You know what I mean?
I don't know what made him mad, but something.
Was he frustrated or drunk?
I couldn't tell if he got triggered.
Driver down.
It's difficult to tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be a comedy show,
I'm
guys.
sorry, Skin Man, if I upset you about
You
something.
know?
It was me, but
And earlier in this episode we were talking about putting Oragel on my grandpa's gums. That was that's fun.
It took a lot of. It took a bad twist
Yeah.
somewhere there. I don't know if it
You
was the
mentioned
energy.
Uvalde for some reason.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. Well, to play the tape back, you brought it up.
No, he's talked about 19 cops waiting 6 fucking.
That was after.
That's wrong.
That
I
was
said
after.
50.
bullshit.
That was after.
That
you,
was after.
no.
Yeah, it was
We'll play
after.
it
You
back.
said too soon for your Valdi.
You
Yeah,
started.
because he's made a fucking. And I said, is it too soon for Uvalde shit? Because he made a fucking
No.
Uvalde comment.
You said it first.
You
No.
said yes.
We'll
were
play
doing-
it back. I guarantee it.
What's Uvalde?
We'll
It's
play
a
it back because then you
video
said you
game
didn't know he
that's
was
on
going to
Sega
go on a whole
Genesis.
Oh,
rage
Sega?
about fucking cops, and that was.
Well, I hope they figured it out. You know.
I do too. I hope they get those kids.
And then all my jokes were about that it was too soon for it.
I know, but you were
You
doing.
started it.
Yeah.
You started saying one more joke, too soon for your Valdi, and then he said, I got
Then
pulled
he
over.
started.
Well, it's on tape.
I
It's
know.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It is okay.
We'll make a wager.
But then Skin Man wanted
We
to
play
really
it back,
get into it.
And I also,
we-
and we'll say who brought up the Reno Ranch
we
thing
play
first. Too.
it
Was that
back,
not me?
and if you brought up Uvalde first,
Okay.
you can't go to your
I will say
draft
that I
tomorrow.
said the word Uvalde first after there was a 3-minute reference to Uvalde about not going in. And then, yes, I made a reference to it.
no,
No,
I think
I-
his was after.
Okay.
You said the word, but I brought up the reference before you said it. Then you said, "Is it
Too soon for Uvalde. Yes, that was my joke. Was trying.
But I said what I said first. But it was about
Are you
a
sure?
haunted closet and getting stopped by the
See,
cops.
I think
It
yours
had-
was after his. That
Yeah.
was all after.
it's okay.
It was
Well,
after.
I agree.
Maybe.
I agree.
I don't think you agree. I think you're saying that so we don't.
I
say it.
agree.
No, you don't.
I
had 3
brought-
beers, I'm out of my
it's
gourd tonight.
Casey, it's my fault. I brought it up, but it's some things aren't so funny. You know what I mean? They're live events where people's lives are in danger. It's kind of like the Cave Kids. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like Grandpa's teeth. That guy could have not came out of that surgery like he did. You know, but sometimes we poke fun at things that are sensitive subjects.
We do it. You know,
Sometimes.
that's what we're here for, to be raw and edgy.
Yeah, it's true.
I won't use that in my stand-up.
You can use whatever you want.
I was gonna go with the whole thing about my wife.
I'm just saying, go Columbine. You know what I mean? Like, it's been a while. Scab's there.
Yeah.
That's what
That's not
that's what
my-
I said. I
That's
was ready
actually
for
not.
that.
That's not my comedy special that I wrote. Mine's
But I
all.
did bring
mine's
up
all knock
references
knock
by
jokes.
talking about Alex Jones
I keep it classy.
earlier.
You know what I mean? It's all knock knock jokes. It's about fruit, mostly fruit.
It'd be
Oops,
good.
all fruit.
Oops, all fruit. Knock knock jokes.
Well, either way, we have to figure out what day Casey's not drafting fantasy football to
I
do
said
it.
one day. And the Skin Man coming down tonight, he was one that brought up today as the day, and I said that was the only day I could.
Oh, I don't know.
Today's what day?
Well, that was the day that Skin Man was going to come down.
Oh, he's
There he
back.
is.
Skin
Man, are
you coming down?
There is no way I could have made it quicker.
Oh, he went to my
Well,
house.
you
to
see,
poop.
I was one of the ones I was.
That was a poop
Yeah.
walk.
No,
It
there was
wasn't
three.
an angry
There's three
walk.
things.
They
He
thought
thought
you
you
were
left
mad.
angry, and I didn't think you
He
did.
didn't leave angry. He
no, I
actually
said
likes
I
talking
can never
about
tell a skin man.
Well, sometimes when people have to.
There was
Poop, they
nothing
look
that
angry.
we talked
Sometimes
about
they're
other than saying that karate
Skin
with
Man
old
is
men is gay.
left
that
angry.
could get him to walk out
Casey,
here
we
mad.
talked for an hour about raping cave kids. You know what I mean? And
No,
did
saving them. I
we-
think you misunderstood the
we
story,
did
and you
we
were
did a
telling
rap
it.
about
We were
bringing
saving
slavery.
We did a
back.
30-second
I mean,
thing
that-
on raping him. We
I
did
don't
an
know why you're
hour thing
upset,
on saving
you
him.
know?
I'm not upset.
Okay.
I'm just mad
Don't be
because you guys
upset,
still
dude.
think Jesus is white. That's
Oh,
my
that's-
only gripe.
That's the truth, though.
Well, yeah,
And
we
that would
believe
set me
that.
off.
I would just like to let the record clearly show that I won the photo finish.
Good.
So you took a
Wow.
picture of it?
Oh no, no.
No, Gump's always
I don't know
ready
why you
for
have
that.
to poop in the bed of my truck, but
Well, it's always open.
Yeah.
I know.
There's no waiting.
Need a topper on it.
My friend Zach has pooped on me, and I've got pretty much everything.
See, that's a
every
great
bodily,
story.
bodily fluid.
When you were down in the hole, it's one of the best
Not
stories
every-
you
yeah,
got.
it's great.
Not every
Down
fluid.
in a hole,
Not every fluid.
rouge in my soul.
Cave kid clap.
There's your bit right there, man.
Now that's
Asian
what I call
90s song.
slavery.
I'm just thinking of things they sung to keep their spirits up.
Oh my God! I gotta eat a sandwich. Sorry to upset you guys. I thought,
I don't think
You didn't upset me,
us.
man. I wasn't following
I
anyways.
think we all
Thank
just
I still don't know if you actually got pulled
I
over
want
or
to
not.
play it.
And if there's a ghost in
He
the
did
closet.
not, and I want to play it in post, and we're gonna play this back.
I thought you were telling
Yeah.
a story that you thought there's a ghost in your closet, and you found out it wasn't a closet, but your house has a front door, and it was somebody just knocking on the front door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which closet?
and I still.
What the hell's in this closet?
Don't.
That's
Basically-
the
Yes.
front door.
Basically, one of the ones
there's
that
a tree
one of the
outside
ones I
there.
wrote was my house was haunted, and then I go through like 8.5 minutes of just crapping on first responders, and then at the very end, I say, oh yeah, by the way, I opened my closet, and it was just that little Gonzalez fella, but he was 40 years old, so I blew him up a raft and pushed him back to Cuba. Anyway, that was a good,
It's Elian, but
Alien.
yeah, alien. I had it written down.
get his name
I
out
haven't
your
really
mouth.
practiced.
Potato.
But how long has it go since we thought about that guy? He's somewhere. He's at a Denny's somewhere. Working at
Yeah.
Denny's.
No, I think he's a.
No, this Spencer Stone from
representative.
Paris 1517 shot him off the river, dude.
I don't think they have Denny's in Cuba.
No, he's a representative for Florida now.
They call it Daniels in Cuba.
I think he goes by Rubio now. Marco.
Oh, dude, if Marco Rubio was alien,
He should be president.
he should be president anyways. Isn't he progressive? Marco Rubio?
No.
Most Latinos,
Good soup.
No.
great soup.
That was
Progressive.
Hardcore.
Low sodium?
Is progressive right or left?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I don't keep up with terms anymore. I don't know.
You're talking about the soup,
All I know is
That's a right wing soup.
liberal
the
and
progressive.
right wing nut job. That's the only thing I know.
If you're eating
Anything.
freaking progressive, it's right wing.
Anything tomato based.
If you're eating chunky, you're voting Democrat.
You're in Democrat town. You
I
got
think it's
chunky.
When
progressive.
Donovan McNabb's mom kicks
Oh,
your
yeah.
freaking door open.
It's just
Here.
soup.
You're a
It's
progressive soup.
chunky.
We ain't
Just wanna
making no
make sure you're
fag
eating
and vegetable broth.
Yeah, dude. Progressive don't give
Oh,
a
crap,
We
I
shit.
had some
have
different
learned a
jerky
lot
for you guys
on
to
this
try.
show, though, dude.
If you're gay, keep
A
a soup out of
retainer
your
is
mouth.
like a bra for dudes. Okay, we've learned that.
Yeah.
Done. What
Learned
else do
that.
you want to know? They
It
knocked out
wasn't
all the
retainer.
cave
Hold on.
kids to pull
It
them out of
wasn't
that hole.
retainer. It was
Crazy.
dentures, but
Yeah.
taking your dentures
And we
off
also
is
learned
like taking-
about a
Veneers.
lot. We learned about
Where's
Learn about
Elian Gonzalez
George
now?
Floyd.
Couple news.
We did not.
Your dreams.
Yeah.
Joyce Floyd cutting yourself.
Fucking Machine Gun Kelly's from fucking
It's
Ohio.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
I'd
Yeah.
like to think if we saved those cave, you and I were saving the cave kids, we
Yeah.
tied them up, we're hauling through, that we
Could you
would reenact
imagine
like a little submarine battleship thing where I'd
Oh yeah.
be at a submarine, I'd push the kid at you, and
Boo,
you'd have to
boo,
get out of the way.
boo, boo.
B4.
I
You know
sunk
what I
your
mean?
battleship.
Oh.
We lost another. Hey, there's that dead dude.
it's so crazy is like once you save them and they get to play soccer again, it's like good luck, you might score 1 goal this year.
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
Not
Again.
after that
And
trauma.
they're Chilean kids. They'll never have another chance to scuba dive underground.
Ever.
And they no idea they
Sure.
did. They
Did
did
you not
for
see
4
the
hours.
Remember
pictures
it.
I showed you of Chile?
The
Casey,
coach.
that
The
was
coach
not
was.
chilly.
The coach was busted up, and I thought about you, all you guys that have coached kids
Listen,
before
guys,
and like to be around
free
kids.
Chile, okay?
You threw a bunch of 30 kids down a hole 4 hours walking distance, but you did it when you went in that. It was for one of the kids' birthday, so you already feel bad because you went in there.
Yeah.
And then you felt bad because you didn't know about the weather. I
Wouldn't
mean,
it be funny if the divers got there? It was
typhoon
just a
season
microphone.
hit like a week before. That's why
Hello,
he's like, even if
hello.
you know,
Did that happen on 9/11 too?
pretty close, dude. Yeah,
It's a different calendar over there.
It's true.
they use the Mayan, which is
Yeah.
weird because of Chilean.
Well, and it stopped, so they don't even keep days no more anymore.
Yeah.
Because
But
it stopped
you-
2012, the
you're
Mayan
in a-
calendar.
Really
They
dark
figured, what's
place,
the point?
Yeah.
up
Well,
on a ledge.
Actually, it goes backwards.
You got
now.
no food. You got a couple flashlights because you need them because it's not
And
like
we've
it's
been
not
going
like the
backwards.
And
cave
if you're the
that
coach, you got a flashlight.
you got a flashlight.
Well, no, you brought 32 flashlights.
No.
Oh no.
You know, and they're sitting there.
Let your
and then all of a
coach
sudden this
masturbate in the
diver,
Yeah, I'm
corner.
sorry. He walked out once because of this. I'm sorry.
this white diver.
I'm
pops
not
his
saying
head up,
I
and they're like,
condone.
whoa, you know, like
They'd say Jesus.
White
For
Jesus.
sure.
I discondone this.
Yeah.
they were down there like 5 days and didn't eat anything. They had nothing to eat.
What?
like they were down there 5 days before anybody even got to
You
them.
always take
you
cave
always-
snacks.
Yeah, you always.
Well, you know,
hike
they
with
all had-
snacks.
We
but they
know
ate-
that.
but
They
listen,
didn't know that.
No, they knew it, but everybody ate their cave snacks on the way.
And by the
in,
way, like
you
I said,
always do.
it was that kid's birthday, and so they were going to go in the cave and then go back to his house to eat birthday cake. So what's the last thing on their mind?
Well, that's
Well, now
true.
you won't eat anything that starts with K.
But there's
you know,
one
so-
kid down there that had like a pack of Gushers or something. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
always a
I'm
kid
sure.
that's got a pack of Gushers.
But Gushers just make you angrier when you're
Yeah.
hungry.
Oh, they're
And
so
when you're
good,
thinking
though.
about
But
cake,
there's no sustenance. It's like eating gum when you're hungry.
You can get a beef Gusher.
No, that's called a
I'll
penis.
give you a beef. I'll give you a sausage guster.
It's not all bad. That kid's got the ultimate
Guster.
Trump bad birthday card. Not literally Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But anybody bitches about the birthday.
Listen, it wasn't
Oh, yeah.
that bad
on
of
my
a card.
birthday.
yeah, on my birthday,
It was
trapped
one
in
of
a
my
cave.
favorite cards ever.
Then the white devil came out of the water and saved us.
That's, you
That
know.
white face
And I
popped
never
out of the
get
water
credit for
and
it.
just
I'm just saying, put it
illuminated
at-
the room.
Put it in your watching list because I learned a lot about diving,
Yeah.
about Chile.
Well, I've watched Diving with Men of Honor. That was one of. That's
The
Cuba.
last diving thing I watched was
The
with
only
thing
that,
I've- Chilean,
that
yeah.
one crikey guy, and I haven't watched the diving thing since
Crocodile
that.
Dundee.
Well, I grew up with
Crocodile
Jacques
Dundee
Cousteau
died?
No,
on
Steve
Channel 8.
Irwin.
And that came up too. I watched a little documentary
Ever
about
since Steve
Monty
Irwin's
Python.
dive, I just
Oh yeah.
Monty Python only got famous in the United States because of KPTS in Wichita and another station in Dallas. It's the
I
only
think
two
you're
people
talking about
there.
WKLIP in
I wouldn't have
Cincinnati.
been. I would have been fine if they just turned that station off.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying that they're to blame.
What about
Yeah.
what about this old house, the Woodwright shop?
Well, I like Bob Vila.
What about Bob Ross?
What about the Red Green Show?
Yeah,
Nah.
all comedy
He looks
gold.
just like E, like in 15 years,
15.
30.
I don't know. Really, the only worst birthday would have been
Mine.
somebody probably had a birthday during Columbine.
My buddy has a 9/11 one, and that
like
is
at school.
Mm-hmm.
It would
they were
suck.
celebrating
Yeah.
it while it was going on.
They
Yeah.
probably didn't
Today's birthdays
Blow
are.
out your candles,
know. Oh, fireworks. Nope.
Bingo.
Just somebody that likes train.
It's the saddest day of romper room.
Now
I
that
see
she's
Johnny,
back in the
And I see
atmosphere.
Timmy, and I see, oh no,
That's not far off.
Listen, guys, school shootings are not funny.
You heard it here.
No, they're not nothing to joke about.
They are not.
Dusters are funny,
Dusters are hilarious.
and that's what
Not
George Floyd
Dodge.
was
You're not
driving.
talking about
Plymouth
Dodge?
Duster. That's
Oh.
what it was.
Yep.
Now I got there.
Got it. All the way back around.
That's a full circle, guys.
Yep.
That's the
full
circle,
circle.
of life.
That's-
Akuma Matata, bitch.
That's how you do podcast, guys. Pop culture based podcast.
We do one.
We do it every week. So
I guess
thank
I
you
gotta
for
go get
tuning
screened
in.
for cancer. So, and I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, I met my $100 donation for my birthday for cancer research.
Bring the bunny.
Well, I'll need it, I guess, because I look like your uncle or whoever.
My grandpa.
You look fine.
You do not look like my uncle. He's not even in his 70s.
Good thing you met that donation. I can stop doing all those 5Ks.
Pancake
When was
runs.
the last 5K you did?
Last week.
Casey, I look this way because I
Today.
got COVID. I didn't want to say anything. But
pancake
look
runs. Why not
great.
just pancake?
Dude, I'm telling you, you look like my favorite actor from Gone in 60
Keep it.
Seconds.
Gribbly's out.
Nick Cage,
Yes.
thank you.
And you also look like the mean guy from fucking another Nick Cage movie about the plane, but he's not Nick Cage in that one. It's the other guy.
Con Air.
Yeah, but it's not Nick Cage in that one.
You kind of look like,
Nick Cage
Billy
is
Bob
in that one,
Thornton's
but he looks like
brother.
a different character in
That
Con
one.
Air.
well, just older brother.
You know how I found out about that too. The Wilson boys
Owen,
and his brother.
Luke.
You know why they're famous?
Because there are movies.
Yeah, before
This was
that,
the guy I was talking about from
Oh.
Con Air. He
No.
looks like.
because
John
their
Malkovich.
dad worked that station in Texas that got
John
Monty
Malkovich.
Python on there. I would have known
Yes.
that neither.
I wouldn't have known that. I do like the Wilson boys. Both of them.
I did too. But
Very talented.
I guess his dad. They said his dad is even funnier than both.
Really?
He liked Monty Python, and
Mm.
so that went around. And they became actors because he ran the station down there.
Just too dusty. Monty Python always reminds me it's real dirty and dusty.
Like a cave. Dude.
Not a lot of bathing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to go down this road because I didn't watch it. I don't want to vouch for it. But the Manti Teo documentary, saw the ad for it. Check out the
We all owe him apologies.
the
What I
chick.
heard.
person that catfished him. I've never seen a less attractive person in my life.
But dude,
She was also in the movie They
Thank
Them.
you.
Yep.
I'm telling you,
No,
though,
for
I
real?
just-
Yeah,
I watched the reaction
It
to
was
it. They
beautiful.
just said
and
we owe
gorgeous,
him an apology.
gorgeous man,
We ruined
boy,
his life.
girl. Yeah,
Well,
well,
he was the first cancel, and for all the wrong reasons.
Did you watch it?
Fucking Manti Teo.
He was a cancel?
Yeah, we can't cancel culture
Why did
Well,
we cancel him?
he's still in the NFL.
Because he loved Jesus?
But-
because everybody said he faked the thing about his girlfriend dying.
Well,
No,
the
they
part
didn't.
is
We all know he got scammed.
he got scammed,
No, but not at first. The whole thing was that
what got him in trouble, why people turned on him, is they knew about it 30 days before they actually said anything. They knew that it was a scam, and then they just kept going, like, maybe nobody will find this out. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, he still felt bad that he got scammed, but he
I
didn't know
guess
what
I'll have to
they
actually
should
watch the
do.
whole thing now.
It is fantastic.
It's pretty good.
I
And
like that one.
if you like Notre Dame, which celebrates the real Jesus, white
Mhm.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Touchdown, Jesus.
touchdown Jesus, you'll love it.
Here. Hey, here's one to miss. The new McAfee. There's a new McAfee on Netflix. Skip it.
I've been
It's
watching Wrexham and the Mike Tyson documentary. I watched it.
Wrexham.
Welcome
Nearly
to Wrexham.
killed
Oh, the soccer team show.
Knock knock. Who's there? Wrexham. The only photo.
You should
One of my jokes.
watch the Crow Cow Monsters.
Wrote it down.
Put that on your comedy routine.
I did. It's written down.
You could just reenact like a 10-minute skip from Gone in 60 Seconds.
For sure.
As long as you end your comedy routine with your fist in the air and your head down.
Mic drop.
With an inspirational saying on the back.
Jesus
of
was
the
a man.
I don't know if he was.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. I'm alopecia.
What if God was one of us?
That's not funny either.
I
It's a
know.
serious
No, you're
problem.
not.
I know.
Serious problem that affects a lot of people in this.
I think I have more problem with that than most of the things we've done tonight.
I know. But I'm pregnant, so shut up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just because you got one sewn in you.
Yeah, I got a uterine
You got an
lining.
orbital bag sewn in you. Or,
Oh, can you imagine how many Chilean boys you
Gotta-
could have put in a utero bag and then swim them out of there with
oh my
that?
God.
You'd be able to swim
Especially
them
if they
out
haven't eaten
four
in
at a
5
time.
days.
It's a warfare thin.
Well, Chileans are small by nature.
Yeah.
Did
That's
you
right.
imagine how bad that scuba suit smelled when they unzipped
But
it?
I just remembered, like, there was a month when those kids were in that cave. That's all we talked about on the show.
Yeah.
And I completely forgot about it. Then all of a sudden, this not a documentary, it's a movie that came out about these kids. And I busted up laughing. Milk
Yeah.
came out of my nose laughing.
Well, it's
And
funny.
I said, I've got to watch it. So it was more for an investigative because there was a month there that we were like, hey, we're checking on the kids today. Yep, they're still there. They're
I think
fine.
we called them.
I know.
And what kind of potatoes were you
Rare.
enjoying
Butthole,
with your milk?
dude. It was in
When we drove into my butt.
yeah, we drove in
My
your butt
rectum?
and Satan was there.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That was about the
remember
damn
that.
cave kids.
Was it about the cave? Might have
Yes,
been.
of course. We met the cave kids in your
Yes.
butt, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in here.
Hellcat
That's
even
weird
left
because
on that one.
it's usually the other way around. You're usually in a
Come on,
kid
get in the
kid's
bus.
butt.
Hey, let's get ready to leave.
It's a great place to meet kids.
Are you backing up?
That was a
This
long
is
time
all
ago.
comedy, by the way, guys.
That's
we
how-
do this out of comedy.
That's how long the cave kids.
we don't
I mean,
mean
that's how
none
long,
of this.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I say things like I love these guys every once in a while, and we mean none of this. This is all comedy.
hmm
So when the milk was flying out of your nose, what
Yeah.
kind of potatoes were you enjoying?
Those were bakers.
Potato.
Yeah, we had bakers with chili. Matter of fact,
Okay,
we had
yeah.
chili on top of bakers.
But
which
he
I thought
was
was weird.
sitting on russets.
I told you about that.
Free the Chileans.
His
I had,
favorite late
Have you tried
Cheeto
chili on
snack.
cinnamon rolls
I
yet?
am starving. I only had those 2 sandwiches like what 24 hours ago.
You know what works great
You're-
on plantar fasciitis is roll a potato underneath
do
your
it.
foot.
On
I
your
do it.
foot.
It helps.
No.
You
Or-
do that, right?
Or
Yeah.
yam.
I actually
found-
duct tape a half of.
I found getting my alkaline level up has really helped my plantar fasciitis.
You don't want to be an alkaline holic,
No,
though,
the
dude.
best way to do
Yeah.
alcohol, you just walk around on the ground with your bare feet, and it helps
Licking
align
batteries
your
and eating
alkaline level.
snatch.
I don't even know what an alkaline level is. I
Earth
know that
has- the
Iron Man
Earth-
had to have that
The Earth
suit.
has the highest alkaline content.
You
It's
gotta
actually a
stop,
baby.
stop taking your medical device from AOC's Twitter feed.
Yeah, I don't know. I just Dr. Drew talked about it, and
I don't know what's the pH
Been
balance
working
of
for me.
vagina.
I don't know. Have you seen my my beer carrying mower? Yeah, do that without alkaline and lined feet. But
Well, anyways, AOC will be the
how's your carburetor doing?
what is that called? Grandmaster or whatever.
Grandmaster
Wizard?
Funk.
Master of Ceremonies
Pumbaa?
at the special.
So
She's agreed
Grand-
to come on.
Grandmaster
Grand
Funk.
Wizard?
No, Master of Ceremonies, like the person that brings people on
Oh, like the
The MC.
MC. So AOC is going to do that.
Grandmaster, I think is what it is.
And if you guys are available, we could do it live on 9/11 down on the border wall.
What border wall? Which
I'll do it live. Do it
U-
live.
U.S.-Mexico border.
Which state?
Texas or
I won't-
whatever
I
one.
won't do the Texas one. Maybe
What?
Arizona.
Why wouldn't you go to Texas?
I just don't like the Texas border.
Chip will be down there.
The
Maybe.
north or the south one you don't like?
Yes.
None of them? East, west, panhandle?
If we did like Louisiana, then maybe I'm in.
I don't know. There's a wall in
know,
Louisiana,
that's-
A little
bud.
bit of water there.
That's gonna
Okay,
be
we
Pig
do the
Fest.
California wall, and you got.
What I'm
me.
saying is, there's an audience of people. If you want to do a comedy special, you have an audience.
Yeah.
There's people
Oh,
coming
you're
in.
talking about it like at a recruitment camp or something.
I'm saying we stand, we set up our board, we get the big PA
Make some
system,
chili.
we do our comedy as these
But
people are walking
you
in.
think we're gonna get like? But you want your audience to also be like.
Have you
people-
watched the news? These people are coming in, and there's
You think
Border
they're gonna
Patrol.
propel you?
Border Patrol is there, stopping them to ask them
I know, but
questions.
it would like be doing an open mic night in front of Russians that don't understand English.
Well, that's just racist, Casey.
You don't think the Mexicans understand
Wow.
English?
Wow.
No, what I'm
Casey.
saying is,
Have you heard of George Lopez?
okay, it would be like like going
Wow.
to a deaf convention where
Hearing
you don't
impaired.
have a translator and doing your fucking comedy routine, and it might be the best one ever, but if it falls on deaf ears, no fucking pun intended.
I think that maybe some of your jokes you'd have to rewrite for the
Yeah.
situation. You're right.
And I don't think a deaf convention would hire him.
They might, because he fucking
Def Comedy Jam.
tricked his
That's
way
gonna
on
say-
there. He's a fucking scamologist.
I'm partially deaf too. Got a little bit of
Huh?
something
Got
going
a
on in my
ringing.
That's just
That's
wax buildup.
tinnitus.
Well, that's you got a kink in your neck.
chink in my neck.
Yeah.
Don't be
So
racist.
the 10th and 11th is Pig Fest.
yes.
So we coming down for Pig Fest and the stand-up extravaganza.
Well, we were hoping to have the stand up done and then just
By Pig
release
Fest,
it.
you know. I'd
You
pick
guys
that.
talked about building the stage 3 days ago, and now you're mad.
We've been talking about this for months.
No, you've been talking about it for months, but I listened to a show 3 days ago where my man is on duties of building the stage. So you
Yeah.
apparently got it done yesterday, and now it's on us because we haven't done a stand-up
No.
special.
No, it's not on. It's not on anybody. I said we can film whatever anywhere.
Yeah.
We got to get some stuff filmed.
The stage is just a board.
I thought we were doing this
Sheet
like
of plywood laying on the
2023, so
ground.
I just started a
That's
joke book.
with a couple pallets. No,
Yeah.
I got 3 jokes, guys.
I know, and that's
that's
fine.
good.
That's enough.
Just stretch those 3 jokes.
I got
out
to think
10
about
minutes.
free chili now that I've misunderstood that. I was on a podcast for years
Do it
doing the whole
slow.
free chili thing and understood that, you know.
No, who's there? Clint.
A lot of mine is just
Having
stolen.
him on that Lincoln podcast was one of my favorite things ever to listen to as well.
Oh, they want to come on again, or they want to come on.
They
our
need to
show.
be. Yeah, we need to get them on.
I know, but if they ever like get back and listen to how hardcore Republican he is, they're gonna struggle with it.
What do you mean hardcore Republican? On their part, on their show,
He came off super lib on there. I got it. He played it well, but if they ever listen back
they're
to the
from
archives,
South Carolina, dude. They're Republican.
no, they're hard. No,
They made me uncomfortable with their MAGA hats.
no, they're
No,
anti.
that's true.
They might be, but they're anti-Trumpers.
I don't know.
And
Did
their
they just?
case
Did
of
you not?
Did they? I haven't.
I
mean on
followed,
their-
they released a press statement about.
Oh
case of grenades.
no, I
I'm
haven't
just
seen
joking.
that.
They're awesome. I do like them. I just didn't know
I liked.
you. I figured you would be. You're middle of the road guy. He's just, he was a
I
was-
like progressive soup.
he was a libertarian when I met him.
Still is. Maybe.
I'm just, he is.
I mean, he's the one that wants to abort kids at 18.
I'm just hungry.
No, up to 21.
Keep
Don't
talking
eat the
about,
kids.
keep talking about those cave snacks. You know, it's got
Oh.
me hungry.
Oh, we did get Twizzlers going.
And I do got a potato out the
Right.
truck.
Do you?
If you want one?
Yeah, just put a bit of honey right there in the middle of
Why
it.
haven't you ate
I'll put a
since
straw in
yesterday?
it.
We did. We ate Arby's before we came over.
Oh.
It's been a few hours.
Suck hard, you little Mick.
Problem is, I haven't been eating much. I mean,
How
at
come?
all.
Well, tap on
Your
into
wife
that
doesn't
and
like
get the
you?
No,
vodka.
I-
It's magically
Tell
delicious.
me, I've been having that. Me too.
Just tell us when you guys want to come down, and we'll be living there. So that's when we'll do it.
It sounds like we'll have to do it next weekend if you want to release it 9/11. It sounds like we're out of options other than that.
Well, we're procrastinators by nature.
But I want you to release it by your.
You're naughty
Actually-
by nature.
I am. Well, I would be if I
Actually,
would have
not
went to.
by nature,
If we didn't do a show tonight, I would have been at a concert doing it. Yeah.
but
Doing it, and
doing
doing
it,
it, doing
doing
it
it
well.
loud.
Doing
Well, you could have went.
Wah, wah, wah.
I've
Anyways.
missed one show.
Wah, wah.
Listen, I've only missed like 3 shows or 4 since we've been doing this, and I missed one in the recent.
Well,
2
no
months,
one,
I can't
no
miss.
one likes a braggart.
I can't miss multiple.
You missed when you had COVID.
You guys might get me replaced, and then I don't know. I missed when I went to Vegas twice, and I called in on one of them.
Back when you were Vegas,
Dude.
Casey.
TJ's also always busy, so that's what he
Not
told
no
me.
more. He's back,
We
Yeah,
gotta
he's
get
busy.
him. His
That-
stand
but he
up's
doesn't
good.
want to do the show no more. But what with you guys?
He doesn't want
He
to do
doesn't
it.
think you guys like him.
We don't.
What? I know. So I said you don't like me either.
What does
Okay.
liking each
Yeah.
other have to do with having fun?
You guys got to get out of your feelings, man.
I don't like any of you guys.
I know. I've told him that. I kept telling him you guys don't like him,
It's been
but just to let him know.
it's been Larper,
Yeah.
Phil,
Ugh.
Andy,
Ugh.
TJ.
Ugh.
Who else?
Chip.
Chip?
Ugh.
Chip,
Jack,
Ugh.
his father-in-law.
Ivy,
Ugh. Ugh.
the
Who
one
Ivy is
tall
there?
dude that he was dating, or it was his neighbor.
Randy.
No, the other one. No, that was
No,
No,
that's
that
Randy.
super duper tall kid that got
Drew-
married. Drew.
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 Well, he's
I
out
like
of
Drew.
state though.
I like Drew
He's
too.
a good guy.
the
He's out of
one
state.
guy.
Cut him at a gym.
The one guy that he was having a married sexual intercourse with him and his wife that came down for golfing for God and their son.
That was Ivy.
That was that girl that blew herself up.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about? Oh.
Which also,
I thought you were talking
Oh.
about Conrad's mother-in-law.
Listen, that was
No.
when we were hot. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Conrad's
we were-
mom.
Mother-in-law.
I'd bang Conrad's
hot
mom
one.
and mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Would you watch if there's some weird shit came out with?
No, probably not.
You-
Not because my mom's in it, because you're in it.
That's what makes it sad porn.
He doesn't like picking.
Oh no,
porn.
no. Mom is banging. Coach ruined
Fine,
it.
dude. Coach will
Yeah,
ruin it.
banging granny. You know?
I would. I got weird looking ass and small wiener.
And you don't enjoy sex. You're doing it like
It's like a frog
to
standing
get
up.
it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
enjoy
just-
it. I just don't over enjoy it. I'm
And
not
you-
like one of those people who eats my steak like, you know. Fucking eat it.
I
you
don't
know?
eat steak while I have sex, Casey.
Why not?
I eat steak like that.
I know.
With a knife.
No,
Yeah, with a knife.
Just like how he fucks with the knife.
With a knife.
Exactly.
he's vocal. He's
Gotta
a
get into
vocal
that
eater
Stabby sex.
Very vocal eater.
and a vocal lover.
How long
That's
have we
good.
been off of Podbean?
40 minutes.
Okay, I was just wondering. I was hoping he would have stopped and restarted, but
No, it's
hasn't been back
why?
over there for a
We're
while.
supposed to get off. I was just trying to, find an ending.
Well, I think
I think
Steve
I
and
think
Chris
this-
came over to Facebook for some reason. Like any of this is gonna get posted. I
well,
can't
the
believe
first hour
I can't
was
believe
just
anybody's
facing
found
the air
can still
conditioner
find
and part of.
Conradio. You know what I mean?
Not many
Does
people
it exist?
can. Yeah. They blocked us in the satellites. So, anyways, thank you guys for being here. The ones that were on still. And love you.
Yeah, and go ahead and hang on to
Conradio
that.
out.
Hang
Don't
on to that uteral bag because
Yeah.
that might make a nice purse.
Might need it.
put a baby in there.
Might need it.
Don't let your meatloaf, everybody.
Or a change purse,
Carp in
whatever.
the tub.
Maybe some snacks.
I gotta go lay on that acupuncture.